Greetings and welcome to Flesh Wound Horror Live. I am Flesh Wound Dan, joined by the festive producer Todd.
Nathaniel Claus says hello.
What up, Nathaniel? Also joined by Pugs Dread.
Namaste. Howdy and happy Kwanzaa.
And Mike Kruger.
Well, in the prime time, bitch. Good to be back.
There we go. And yes, happy Kwanzaa. Is today Kwanzaa?
I'm just saying for the hat. I don't give a shit about that stupid holiday.
Right.
That one either.
Any of them. All...
At these moments, I have to remind you that Pugs is black.
What?
Well,
Damn, we haven't got one of those in a hot minute. I missed that so much.
1 minute in. For the audio listeners, for those of you out there.
He didn't even say anything bad.
I did shit on Kwanzaa a little bit, but
He shit on Kwanzaa.
Oh,
fuck that shit.
so I shit on Thanksgiving all the time. You don't say he's part Indian.
You're like you make us the least festive podcast ever. You shit on all the holidays.
No, I only
Because
shit on
they
one
fucking
holiday.
suck.
Every single one.
One is
All of
a
them.
fucking
Yes, every
made
single.
up American propaganda, some nonsense.
I love holidays. We should add more holidays.
The only
Everybody.
holiday I give a flying fuck about is goddamn Halloween. And that's it. So
And we're
everything else can
celebrating the
suck my
pagan
dick.
ritual. Fuck all the other Christian bullshit.
exactly.
I'll take the pagan ones too. I want
Look,
them.
I'm not trying to take it away from
Although,
you.
although I will say, if Krampusnacht was a thing out here, I mean, I feel like I would probably be fucking in that parade, scaring the shit out of the people.
I've
I've seen you scare children.
yeah. Oh, Dan makes
One of my
dreidels and
specialties.
sells them on Etsy. Nice.
Ah, very cool.
Look at
Are they horror dreidels, Dan?
hard dreidels.
I think
Absolutely.
they're dreidels.
Hellraiser dreidels coming soon.
Some in
Dude,
the
that would be
Cenobite.
badass. I would buy some.
Yeah, dude, actually.
Jewish Cenobites. Jewish
Can-
Cenobites, man.
Can we get canceled for making horror yarmulkes? Is that like not allowed? I mean, can we make some
The fact
money?
that there's not pentagram yarmulkes is annoying. We should make that happen.
Or is that gonna be
Jewish-
the gimmick?
Jewish-
No, I'm just like for Satan worshiping or Satan lovers. People that want that aesthetic. they don't want that extra Star of David.
What's
Hey,
up?
Pitt.
What's up,
How are
Pitt?
you?
All right.
How are you?
I'm in a good mood now. What's up, Pitt?
Yeah.
Yeah, I hope you're
What's
doing
up?
good, brother.
If anybody out there is Jewish, would you be offended by hard dreidels?
Yeah, I guess
don't know.
I
that's-
think
I
no.
guess
The
that's a good
question isn't
question.
would you be offended by horror?
I don't care if
dreidels?
they're offended.
I know you don't. The question is, will Dan get canceled because he's not Jewish making horror dreidels?
Yeah.
Maybe
Specifically
because
he's German making
yeah.
horror dreidels. Would you buy a German-made horror dreidel? Is my question.
I'm
If
American.
Dan's new business
God.
is making horror dreidels, there will be no Confederate ones, just horror.
I mean,
Boo.
are you 100% German, Dan?
No, I'm American. American.
You're not. That doesn't count as a nationality, Daniel.
No, German, Italian, tiny bit of
God,
Native
you're
American.
fucking Italian. Oh God, that just
Yes.
made me sick.
All
Oh,
right. I've decided I'm no longer American. I'm just Californian now. Fuck everything else.
You might be
Only
headed that way.
Only history I give a shit about is California. The only fuck, yeah.
Fuck California.
All the-
How about that?
That's
fuck
fine.
you.
How about that, Todd?
California's the
Yeah.
shit.
I'll just go hang out in the sun while you
Yeah.
freeze over there.
No, it's not too bad. It is actually cold tonight, but Todd,
No.
you bitch when it's like 45 degrees.
Fuck
Yeah, it's
yes, my-
California cold. We're not
Yes.
used to that shit, dude.
Again, that's why I've fuck everything else. I've give yeah.
Dude, it's still like
I hope we succeed now. Fuck all that.
Dude, it still was literally like 85 this week in fucking Arizona. I fucking hate it so much.
And I hope Dan gets paid to come into the country of California. What's
Yeah, Dan, you better not be talking too much shit about California, brother. Like,
I've got dual
that's your
citizenship.
that's your vacation spot.
Yeah.
That's true. That's true.
I think it's
But
but
anyways.
the ones he loves. Anyway.
You can get them Atlanta streetwalkers.
Ugh.
We've offended everybody here tonight. so-
Yeah, within
it's
like
okay.
within 5 minutes, we offended absolutely every single fucking.
You know what?
Every group.
every
Hey,
Sure, I can think of a
every-
couple.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw the. Yeah, I'm just gonna bring it up. There's a comment. I don't know. Dan, did you tell someone to watch the show? Their comment was just like, "Thanks, Dan. I'm good."
I don't know what you're talking about.
There's a comment on one of the videos. Like, it seems like you asked them to watch it. It was our show that started completely off the rails. And wait, hold on.
Which one was it?
I'm gonna find it right now.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm always pimping the show, but
I know. That's why I was like, I saw that. I started laughing. I was like, Dan must have recommended it. They were like, nope, I'm good.
Well, I wonder how long they lasted then.
That's what I want to know. I got questions. So, okay, hold on. Okay, I found it. It was on our. Here you want to. It was on the. Was this last week's the one with Red One and all that?
I didn't do Red One. Yeah.
2 weeks ago?
No, that was last week.
I have no
I
sense
didn't
of
mute it or
time
something.
anymore.
I can't
So it
hear
was on last week's show. Who was it? Mr. Funston
you.
won.
Adam.
Oh, okay. Well then.
Well,
He
yeah,
posted a public comment on our forum, so how am I
Yeah,
outing him?
fair.
Yeah, out
fair.
him. Fuck him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mr.
No
Fuji
idea.
one said, "Sorry, Dan, I'm out." That's it. So
Yeah.
why were you out? That's what we want to know. Were we
Yeah.
Probably on a movie review or something. I don't know.
maybe. Oh, I don't know. It was in the comments. I saw it. I was like, all right. That was the one we started off hot.
So I'm out.
So I was like, yeah, he watched 2 minutes. Like, yeah, fuck these guys.
Oh, it said the time that he said it.
It wasn't. It was like just a comment on the video. So we
Oh.
watched it after. Yeah. So I just thought that.
You know what? He's out. Fuck him then. I'm with Kruger. I've changed my mind.
Yeah, fuck him.
Punisher, you get blizzards down in Texas?
Well, I hope. Well, I wasn't
Like,
going all fuck
The
him.
ice
I mean,
cream? Nah, I say it. He don't have to like me. He's here for Dan.
He may just not have wanted to hear a review. You guys are all fuck him. We don't.
What's his name again?
Well, now you just.
By the way,
It doesn't matter. Now we're moving on.
by the way,
It's like
Punisher,
fuck. That's my yeah.
by the
you
way,
know what it is,
Punisher
Dan?
Bat. Oh, go ahead.
Okay.
By the way,
Oh,
Punisher
cool.
Batman fan. I'll be in Amarillo probably in the next couple of months. So,
Nice.
Sweet. Oh, we got
G.
questions
Michael's
about
asking a
shootings.
question. We got a shooting?
Yeah, I'm like behind
I
on the
missed
news,
it.
but I did see it. It's like
Oh, I
death
didn't hear
group,
anything
so-
about it. Yeah.
Let's see. JG Michael, hey, can I ask a morbid question? What did you guys think about the insurance CEO getting Oh, that was behind the subway thing in New York on CCTV today. Holy shit, that's going to be some Trace of Death style comp someday. Yeah,
Jesus
let it go.
Christ.
But a little peek behind the curtain. Orc and I do share a lot of like fucked up videos on Twitter, and I think that was one that yeah, he shared.
That's me. That's me and Pugs on Instagram. Dude.
So, yeah, I saw
Dude,
it.
if anybody got my like Instagram DMs, I'd be so fucked. It wouldn't even be funny.
All of my messages. Like honestly, if it gets shown in court, I'm fucked. So whatever.
Don't open messages from
I watch
Pugs
a
when
lot of
you're out.
murder TV, and the reading of the messages is always the best part. And that's the thing. As far as I know, none of us have committed any major crimes, but our inbox reads like.
The jurors will be entertained and hopefully they'll see the charm, like where it comes from.
Oh no,
actually
the
comes
prosecutor's
from.
going to be reading that shit deadpan and making it sound.
Oh, dude,
Yeah.
it
You
will
know
be
what?
it will be deadpan. There'll be no sarcasm. We'll be so fucked.
Put me on the stand. I'll take the heat. We got movies
Well,
to talk about, though, don't we?
Well,
We got
we'll
news.
flip
yeah,
on
news,
Pugs. They'll
Oh,
give
news,
us
there you
cherry deals.
Well, you know, since
to
we're already
flip
off
on.
the rails,
He
I'm just gonna
turned
throw
me in.
this out. This was one thing I found. I saw it annoyed the OCD in me. All right, what is wrong with this? They're trying to make this a thing. Why does this bother me? Okay, they're pointing at
Well-
LA and Disneyland and Orlando and Disney World. Like this is
Disney's in Anaheim. Is that why the LA bothers you?
you're half there. And
Okay.
Dan, you're more on the world side. What's bothering me there?
I mean,
Orlando.
on Orlando. I mean,
Yeah. Disney World's not in fucking Orlando either.
Oh, is
God
it not?
damn it.
Never
So
been
there
there.
you go.
I mean,
it's
my
not
thing
in Orlando
here-
any more than Disneyland's in fucking LA, Dan. So
Well,
don't try to
NBC
say, well, it's close enough. It's not.
Well,
No,
NBC
it's
is
not.
fucking
I'm
dumb as
not
shit
arguing
anyway.
that.
So
I don't quite get it. It's land and world, though. Why do you need? You should.
They're
know, once-
saying that this was like a thing, like, oh, this was done on purpose. Yeah.
No, it wasn't.
That-
No, it fucking wasn't.
Wait,
not
what?
even the right fucking
This
city.
is not new advertisement. This is just people did
Yeah,
this.
yeah, it's like a
Well, who
thing. And it's like
cares?
in the news now.
Yeah, Todd. Who gives a flying fuck?
I don't know,
I-
because Dan likes
I like
stuff
that it
that's
annoyed you,
Disney
though,
that's
but-
annoying, and that was the thing that was annoying me. Not in the way Dan was expecting.
I was
Like
expecting
a rain on the dwarves or some.
I
stupid
thought it was a
shit.
dwarf
See,
friend.
see, this is why I did that, because
That's
he
an
was
N-word
expecting
for little
something
people,
good,
guys.
and I give him some of
Wait,
my
no.
OCD.
The dwarves are CGI monstrosities in this movie. They look so fucking stupid.
They
In
look
what?
like
They-
animated characters, so
Oh,
I
they
don't know
look-
what Dan expected.
They look bad.
They-
Todd.
What is this? Oh, the new Snow White, probably.
Dwarves. Give us
Again, who cares?
actual
I
actors.
do not understand the incel obsession with that hate movie.
So,
I
so,
don't
are,
get
so
it.
are you? Are you?
I
Are
don't
you?
get it.
Are you team Peter Dinklage?
I don't get
No,
it.
I'm
No.
anti Peter Dinklage.
You mean the
He cost 7 jobs.
second incarnation of the Toxic Avenger? Yeah, he's cool.
I
He
thought.
doesn't
you
I,
haven't
want-
seen it yet. man.
I thought the gimmick was that he was mad that they weren't using actors.
No, he was mad that they were going to use
Oh,
actors.
so I had it. I had it backwards.
It's flipped back and forth twice. That movie kind of feels cursed at this
I
point.
thought it was canceled at one point. I was like, this shit's still coming out.
Yeah, it shocked me. I'm not watching it in theater. I'll wait for home. I don't give a fuck.
If they
cost
put 3D,
Phil
I'll watch it.
Fondacaro a job. Thank you very much.
Well, see, then you should be on the other side, Dan. You're like, fuck that little motherfucker.
and Hornswoggle.
Oh, well,
And
you know it.
Hornswoggle.
Fuck
Dude,
him for Leprechaun Origins.
real talk. 6 Feet Under, the Undertaker podcast with Hornswoggle is literally one of the best podcasts I've listened to all
I
year.
didn't
It
know
is
he went on there.
so fucking funny because nobody challenges Taker on this podcast. They're all like kind of sucking his dick. Fucking Hornswoggle was like, nope, fuck you, and just starts like cracking old jokes at him and shit. It's so fucking funny.
That's badass. I could never.
I got breaking news. If
Yeah.
if our listeners would like to know, our viewers, whatever.
I
Next
would.
week, well, this is confirming for you guys too. Next week, 100% confirmed. We will have an early review of The Man in the White Van,
Fuck yeah.
Ooh, nice.
and we should also be having the director on the channel next week too.
Hey,
Awesome.
all right.
Awesome.
Yeah, I've been seeing a lot of trailers for that, like as YouTube ads.
Yeah, I know it hits theaters next Thursday, so we're gonna we'll get our review out a day early, so that's nice.
Yeah.
So, cool. All right, there's that. I got the other thing, Dan. The last thing,
The
the
other
vinegar
thing.
syndrome thing.
Oh, okay.
All right. So I received the email today, because back in April, I contributed to the VS Votes very official testing of experimental slipcovers campaign. The contribution has paid off, and I received the notice. I will be, Dan, you ordered it too, I believe. You will be receiving a very special copy of only if you did this. So this is an exclusive one.
Yes.
Here it is. Side Roads,
Hey.
the Jeff
Nice.
Speakman classic where he doesn't do like any kung fu. I don't know if you're aware of Side Roads, but look at that cover. Look at that mustache, looking like Eric Hernandez from Seinfeld. It's a plush mustache, and if you've never seen this, I think Dan, I don't know if you have, but this is a good one.
Free
And
mustache rides
It
t-shirt.
is.
Oh,
This-
Jesus
yeah.
Christ.
So that's the secret title. Vinegar Syndrome announced it today. So we normally wait and find out what we get in the box. It was not a glowing eyes slipcover. So there goes me reselling it and being a millionaire. But instead,
Yeah.
it's this.
You got a nice
Right.
pair of cleavage up there.
Yeah.
That's not too bad.
Yes.
So I'm looking forward to that one. So there you go.
Todd fucked me on my vinegar syndrome points, although I don't really mind because I'll make money. But
Yes. Yeah, I made
He
you
did.
money, motherfucker. Well, if you would have took the bullying where I've been bullying you for weeks, that brings me to my last news bit.
Did we
And
get
I
it?
deleted the graphic because
well,
I
let
didn't
me
know.
since I didn't tell them what you did. Todd told me, quick, get Cannibal the Musical. It's selling out,
I
did.
did.
and it
What
was
did I
a
do?
part of the package. So I got two.
So
of
how
those.
is that my fault to know what Dan already bought? I literally said,
You
Dan,
know I
if you
did
haven't
the
got it
first
yet,
pre-order.
Cannibal the Musical's about to sell out. You should get it.
You said it wasn't part of the pre-order, and it was.
I didn't know. Go look at our emails. You asked
It's
me
fine.
after.
I'm not mad.
No.
You brought it
You're
up.
changing the agenda, Dan. I will pull up the chain on screen if you want me to fucking show you. You do not ask me if it's part of the package till after.
There's no judge here, so it's okay.
It's okay. I will probably flip that for.
It's all right. I will give you the $40 and have 5 copies of Cannibal the Musical, and I won't care.
And you won't even sell a copy. It'll be like your back.
I legitimately have every copy of Cannibal I've ever owned.
Okay. Well, there you go.
And that's the other update. If you ordered the Trome Archive collection or any of the releases from overseas, the shipping date is December 11th. So those orders will start shipping. So as soon as we get those, I can't wait. Yeah. Okay. Now
Coffee Table was a nice surprise.
Oh, there's another news bit I forgot. Coffee Table just announced today. It will be released on 4K from Second Sight Films.
Yeah.
Oh, sweet.
Kind of glad I missed the slipcover because now I'm just gonna get that version. But either way,
boutique.
And you know what? I'm cool with the Dan's probably like, fuck, they should have announced it. They weren't dickheads and didn't pull a Vinegar Syndrome and say, hey fuckers, don't buy theirs. Ours is coming out and better. like Vinegar Syndrome tried to do. And theirs wasn't even. Sorry, we will have our Cannibal the Musical showdown once I have both physical releases. We will tell you the definitive winner.
Well, you know a label that is very nice. Never fucked anyone. Massacre Video, who has a really impressive lineup of films, including Murder Set Pieces, which I ordered the mystery graphic slipcover, which I assume
aren't those douchebags the ones that were supposed to put out Nightmare in 4K? Or no, what was it? It was some 4K fucking.
It might, it was. They did at one point announce Nightmare for 4K, I believe. So
May have been forever ago, but Murder Set Pieces still mad about the Nutbag.
Yeah,
I know Todd's excited about that.
Yeah, I am. I ended up with the other artwork, the more explicit one. I just don't want it to be a dude on the cover. Is that wrong? I want a bloody. Yeah. Sorry.
I have a feeling it's going to be
preference. That's all.
Bloody.
Yeah, but the dude also.
Kruger, have you seen that yet? Hold on. I remember last time we spoke, you hadn't seen Murder Set Pieces. Have you seen it?
No, that's Kruger.
That's what I'm asking. Before we get into spoilery territory.
Oh, I wasn't going to spoil anything.
Oh, okay.
We will be reviewing both of them as soon as me or Dan gets them.
Okay.
Yes. I don't know how long that'll be, but
yeah. Oh, but we should have a Vinegar Syndrome unboxing on Monday. Just keep your schedule clear, Dan. So
there you go.
Okay, I swear to God, we're like 20 minutes in and we haven't gotten to the last bit of news piece. Back to the bullying. We are this close to getting press death scored service releases. They actually extended the deadline 2 weeks because they're not due to get sent off for 2 weeks. So looks like we're close. We might make it. We got 2 weeks. Dan, figure it out.
I need to go on SRS and just drop some money too, because they have I'm like fucking 5 or 6 kaiju movies behind. Dude, I can't even remember the last Blu-ray I bought, for fuck's sake, at this point.
Yes.
Oh yeah, go order that. And I think that's all the news shit we got.
I think that's everything.
All right.
JG Michael's asking, how long does Vinegar Syndrome really take with shipping? Broke down and ordered 3 Blu-rays on Black Friday.
Well, depends. If you just ordered it and don't have anything, you're not a subscriber. And if you didn't order anything in the flash pre-order, your orders get shipped last. So
Ben Grimm says it'll be a while.
I was going to say, if you don't have it by February, be worried, but you should get it. Normally right after Christmas is when non-subscribers start getting them.
Better lately. I think they've been faster lately. It just all depends where you are.
Yeah, that is true. It does depend. I know now that they've gotten rid of the other shipping center, instead of taking 2 days to get to me, it's taken 7. Sick.
I
Yeah.
like Orc's comment. It depends if you're getting it from shithole in Connecticut or Colorado.
Colorado's gone. It's only shipping out of the shithole now.
Oh, well, there you go.
So,
There you go.
yeah, I got my notice today. It was coming from Connecticut.
Let's go shithole.
Better not be any shit in my package. I
Janelle
don't
Grant's
know,
packing
Man's
that
got-
shit.
She had to get a job somewhere.
I mean, to be fair, it would be Vinny's shit, not hers.
No, she's white. Well, yeah, but it.
Oh, well, now it's more valuable. Never mind. Bring it
Right?
Yeah, let me get one of
Sell
those.
that shit on eBay.
It's mid sh- Can you imagine how much fucking they would pay for a McMahon nugget? Instead of the
Oh,
she's got her blue dress, but it's got brown strings everywhere.
oh man.
All right. Let's get on to the movies.
Yeah, for fuck's sake.
Oh yes, that will class it up. All
I'm
right.
trying to keep it classy, Todd.
All right. Oh,
Let's class it up with
all right.
a
Hello,
vampire film.
yeah. I forgot.
Silent
That director is not still watching. She's out.
from director Taylor Martin, Silent Bite. And in this film, a gang of bank robbers take shelter in a motel after a Christmas Eve bank heist. Unbeknownst to them, they are not the most dangerous thing seeking refuge on this cold Christmas night. So yeah, I think our first new Christmas horror movie of the year.
Well,
new that we reviewed, yes.
no, it's our second one.
Terrifier 3.
There
Oh
you
yeah,
go.
that's
Oh
true.
yeah, early. Well, of the month, I guess I should say. So this movie is a love letter to Quentin Tarantino. It's
Yeah.
very much set up like Reservoir Dogs. These criminals
yeah.
that just robbed the bank have these Christmas code names. And one thing that you may or may not have noticed, at least you, Todd, Simon Phillips is in this, who is kind of like a Christmas go-to because he played the Santa Claus in Once Upon a Time at Christmas and Nights Before Christmas, two horror movies. But he's also been in some family Christmas movies as well.
I knew once the Once Upon a Christmas one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We
So
reviewed that one year for Slashmas.
We did. So very cool. Obviously, you can see she loves Tarantino. The ladies in here are beautiful. The vampire stuff does take a little bit to kick in.
Literally
So,
45 fucking
Which is also
From Dusk
100%
Till Dawn.
Tarantino homage too.
From Dusk Till Dawn. I was going to say the Tarantino influence is all over this one. I really like the cast because I will say, being dialogue heavy, the characters have to be interesting, and I think they are. And this is not a big budget movie or anything, so that can be a risk sometimes. It can be a slog if the actors aren't on point. But I thought everybody was really good. The actress that played Mother, the head of the vampires, I thought she was quite good. Selah Degode, if I'm saying her name right, I thought she was really good. I enjoyed this. Now, if you're looking for the over-the-top gore and craziness that you get at the end of From Dusk Till Dawn, I mean, that's not quite here. But I had fun with this one. I enjoyed it. It felt like a very good Christmas horror film. The aesthetic was all there. Some good dialogue. I'm kind of curious. Pugs, what did you think of this one?
I'm gonna co-sign almost everything you said because I really enjoyed the hell out of this, and it actually caught me off guard because as we were watching it, and you start hearing the code names, I was like, okay, that's Reservoir Doggy, and then it keeps going more Reservoir Dogs, and then it goes to fucking From Dusk Till Dawn with Christmas crap, not full blowns. Let's not get crazy, but
Yeah.
I loved how the character development and their interactions with everybody. I don't think anyone did a bad job. I loved my favorite, probably Rudolph, but I'm not gonna give anything away. That guy fucking ruled.
Ian's a Prancer guy.
Honestly, though,
Sam Elliott pops up at the end.
legitimately, I think this needs to be seen by a lot of fucking people. I think it's gonna have a cult following eventually. I don't know how long it'll take, but like legit, right now, I love it. I was highly entertained, and I was in a shit fucking mood too when I started watching this, and it just brought me. And I don't really like Christmas, so this was like not enough to like drown me with it. Just enough to like it's setting. It's nice, cozy. And just again though the interactions and then all the story beats, everything's done well. I love it.
I do have one minor complaint. They set up some seduction stuff.
Oh,
And, when you do that in a vampire movie and the ladies are lovely, I expect some certain things that I didn't get.
Well, we got plenty of in the other fucking movies, so shut up.
To be fair, though,
that's gonna be a fun review, I think.
To be fair, though, Dan, either did Tarantino or they didn't in From Dusk Till Dawn either.
There's titties in From Dusk Till Dawn, Todd.
Are there? I don't remember.
The movie's PG-13, asshole.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
From Dusk Till Dawn ain't PG-13, Kruger. No. You need to go back and watch From Dusk Till Dawn.
I remember nudity in the sequels. I remember nudity in that because I know there's obviously there's none from Selma. Are there just girls in the bar that are nude?
Yeah. 100%. Well, there is more in the sequel, but
the titty twist.
Maybe I'm thinking that because Quentin Tarantino talked about the fucking gore and like them using the blood being different, so that didn't get cut by the MPAA. Maybe that's where my brain was going.
Yeah, it's a hard R film.
Oh yeah, of course. Pitt, our Tarantino expert. There are titties, just not Selma's. Okay.
Well, there's a titty twister.
I've been waiting to watch it again for the goddamn 4K. You know what? I'll tell a Patreon story when that hits 4K.
I honestly think I've only seen From Dusk Till Dawn like once.
Oh, you should revisit it now with your older brain.
Yeah, I was probably a kid when I saw it.
But
you do need to go back.
Well, this is the one we're talking about now with all the Quentin Tarantino homages.
I remember my titties. God damn it!
This is probably a good one for you to check out too. You are. Yeah.
But Silent Bite, it legitimately rocked, and I got zero complaints. It's not perfect, and I can't really pinpoint why I can't give it a full blown high rating, perfect rating. But I'm definitely rewatching it, and I'll figure it out.
It felt like a little more money. They could have had a little more razzle dazzle at the end, but overall, I mean, I really like the characters a lot.
I want sequels. They're prequels, so whatever.
Yeah, it was. I enjoyed it. It was a good time. It was a little tamer, so Kruger.
I'm going to be the turd in the punch bowl. The first 45 minutes of this movie drags so much ass that when it does pick up, I was completely checked the fuck out. Production value in the acting, it's great, for the most part. But one of the vampires, the mother vampire that you brought up earlier, I did not like her, and I thought her acting was just a little too over the top and a little too hokey with everything else going on.
Mustache twirly,
yeah,
okay.
and it just kind of bothered me, and also it bothered me that when the vampires did come into play, there's no great real great kill scenes or anything like that, or anything that had me excited. It was very basic stuff, and I get budgetary restrictions, but again, if you're gonna give me Quentin Tarantino style, I need Quentin Tarantino style gore as well. And I will say the characters though, the heist team, they're cool. I did enjoy the fact that they all had Christmas code names, even though Violent Night did that first.
Snowman.
But my problem is just it's basically everybody talking and bullying more than that actual action going. I felt like there wasn't enough going on the first 45 minutes to keep me compelled, and then when it does pick up, I felt like the vampires' dialogue was kind of cringy and the designs were bare bones. Nothing really in the kill or gore department for me. So I felt, if they did have decent gore or some interesting kills, it would have elevated the movie to a way higher level for me. But overall, I didn't like it. But I can see other people that aren't just gore hounds or, effects guys like I am, that can find some fun with it. If anything, I will say the cast of the heist Santa Clauses are all entertaining to be around, at least.
Cool. All right. So let's rate it. Dan, what do you give it?
I give this one. You know what? I'm going to give it a 3.5. I think the characters were that strong that I'm going to go up a half star on it. I enjoyed it.
Pugs.
I legitimately love this fucking movie. 4.5 out of 5. I'm rewatching this on Christmas. I'm showing everybody.
Nice.
Yeah.
Kruger.
1.5.
All right, and I'm going to end it with the 4. So overall, if you're a gore hound, you're going to want to skip it on.
No boobs in this, but plenty of boobs in From Dusk Till Dawn.
See, I can't say plenty because I'm still holding it against it. We didn't get Selma's.
I get that, but there are boobs.
And because I didn't get that, my brain blanked out all the other titties in the movie because we didn't get the only titties that mattered.
Tarantino was too focused on getting her foot in his mouth, dude.
This is true. See, that's where his priorities went. It wasn't his audience. It was for him to get up. God damn it,
Exactly.
Tarantino.
Look, it worked. He got what he wanted. We got a masterpiece written.
His dick was so hard at that moment.
Oh my God.
He could have
had to be an HR problem.
He
never worked with him again, right?
I've heard he had a buddy that could help him take care of it. Sorry.
Show me the way.
But yes.
Sorry, my camera glitched.
All
right.
Up next, we got Out Come the Wolves, which is currently streaming on Shudder. And
that image makes me want to do was it Hunger Games shit? Katniss?
I didn't notice that, but yeah, it is kind of very Hunger Games-esque.
Nothing like it, as far as I know.
No. All right, so Out Come the...
So they don't turn into werewolves in this movie?
Boo.
No.
All right.
Not a vampire?
Thank God, dude. If we would have had 3 fucking vampire movies in a row, I would have fucking slipped my wrist. God damn.
Next week, all vampire.
All right. So, from director Adam McDonald, Out Come the Wolves. And in this film, 3 friends decide to spend the weekend hunting. But when they venture out of the cabin and into the woods, the hunters become the hunted.
Give me the hot tag here, baby. Because fucking this guy, this director, is the shit.
He did Backcountry. Yeah.
That's what I was about to fucking say.
Well,
God damn it. God.
That's for questioning me on boobs, Kruger.
Oh, suck my fucking cock from the back, you fucking asshole. Anyways.
Wilderness expert.
This guy created literally the most terrifying bear scene in any movie. Backcountry fucking makes me scared to actually go in the woods. The whole reason I wouldn't camp out at IWA fucking goddamn Deep South was because I was afraid that shit was going to fucking happen to me. So I was really, really, really excited about this movie coming in. Just another woods thriller, horror, whatever you want to call it, when animal attacks movie. Dude, fucking so in. But then I don't know if it was because of the movies I watched prior and I was just already in a shit fucking mood, but like the drama aspect of this movie just really upset me. Rather than like it was good, but it upset me. And because it upset me so much, I felt like I was so pissed off that that this girl put this fucking guy in this situation that like it just made me kind of be like, fuck this movie. This movie has great gore. It has great fucking wolf scenes. Like the wolf scenes are awesome. If you ever wanted a good wolves when animal attacks movie happens, this is it. But I don't know if it was just at the point where I had already watched 2 or 3 shit movies back to back to back. And then this fucking woman pissed me off so much that she has this fucking her fiance with this guy that she's already fucked. She's going to have him take him fucking hunting. That shit just seems wrong as fuck.
There's no way they were all coming out of that weekend alive.
Exactly. That shit just seems wrong. And I fucking don't like the fact that like we are supposed to see her as the hero, because her putting her fucking fiance in that situation is really, really fucking goddamn shitty. And she should have kind of fucking realized, hey, when homeboy said that his fucking goddamn girlfriend broke up with him, and you guys are talking about your fucking problems, you should have maybe backed off a fucking little bit, maybe go out there with them. But no, you just sat at home and fucking like to play the hero. And that, again, maybe if I was in a better fucking mood when I started this movie, I would have been all about it. But I got so pissed off at the fucking main character for putting her fiance in that situation. And granted, maybe her fiance is an asshole. Maybe he fucking goddamn deserved it. But that's it. If I was in that situation, I'm just telling you, dude, fucking yeah, that motherfucker wouldn't have came back alive. So that's just me. I like the movie, but it pissed me off, so I'm not going to give it a high rating. It deserves a second watch for me.
The fact that we got you that emotional, though, probably means you should.
I need to watch it again, but I think it was because I watched fucking goddamn the vampire movie before this, and then fucking some of the other bullshit that we're gonna review later. That I was at a fucking my tolerance level was for bullshit by women was at a fucking all-time high.
I hear you loud and clear. Well, out come the wolves. I did enjoy. I feel what Kruger's saying, because I know we're supposed to root for this girl. We're supposed to root for the fiance.
But he wasn't the one.
Hold on. Drunk or not, there's certain, once you cross a certain line, there's really no going back. It's gonna be awkward forever. Asshole. Everyone here, like all characters, kind of shitty.
Yeah, they're kind of all like unredeemable.
Yeah, I don't want to hang out with them. I don't want to go camping with them. Are they skilled? Two of them are, sure, but they do not seem like people I want to be around. Now, watching the drama unfold, I was fucking in. I enjoyed the bickering. Yeah, like, you deserve this for agreeing to come to this stupid trip. I feel bad for the friend brother guy, because anyway, he's still in the wrong. Everyone here's wrong. Yeah. But like, watching this unfold is fucking. I'm super sucked into the human element of this, and like, oh, what are we gonna do? And it gets, the intensity is there. And then we just not cap it off, but there's wolves involved, actual wolves, with homeboy knowing how to fucking shoot this.
Yeah, no CGI. This is like backcountry, real animals.
Bravo.
Well, even in Backcountry,
so
it was real animals.
Yeah,
or did you say like Backcountry? Okay,
like Backcountry. Yeah,
I thought you said unlike.
We rarely get that anymore, where there's no CGI.
No, and that's why it's like this guy, let him do all the animal attacks movies. Like
super vicious.
They weren't famous enough. They're like, nah, you can use the real wolves.
Yeah.
You're making a name. Oh no, our insurance ain't covering that shit. You got the fucking green tennis ball right fucking now.
Yeah. But yeah, Gore's done well, and there's a body. I don't want to give it away, but it looks like a Batman villain. I was like, fuck yeah, this rocks.
Dude. Yeah. No, like the gore, and just like in Backcountry, like if you haven't watched Backcountry, you really want a movie to disturb you about going in the motherfucking woods, it's that movie. Like the bear attack scene is, and it's probably the most realistic bear attack scene you'll ever see. If you ever see the way bears attack people, if you've ever scoured on Gorgish and fucking saw a bear fucking kill somebody alive, like I fucking did. Like well, no, like I did when I was a fucked up kid. It's very similar and really fucked up.
If you wanted to see what actually happened in Grizzly Man, Backcountry,
basically, right? It's.
No, I don't want to take away from Homegirl, because there's a scene here where she's harder than I am. There's no fucking way I would have.
No, she's badass. I just hate the fact that she put her fucking fiance in that situation and be like, oh, well, I thought everything was going to be fine. No, you already know this guy's a fucking kind of an asshole, and you're going to put him in a room with a guy that you fucked? Come on.
I was in a poker game in the middle, literally in the woods, and they were watching Grizzly Man, I think on VHS. Well, no, probably DVD. And it was funny, like the dude's like big time hunter, and he's like, that stupid motherfucker. The whole time. It was his commentary while I was playing cards. It was hilarious. But yeah, well, Todd, sorry, go for it.
I'm in the camp. This movie was, I enjoyed it quite a bit. It was, it starts off slow, but when you get to the wolf stuff, no, the whole thing, I agree. The characters are kind of all shit bags, but that's kind of what makes it entertaining in the end. So, but yeah, I get your rage because there's that one like, I just went like, bitch, who you accusing? Like, it's just like, I was like, yeah.
I was into the human drama. I like the love triangle element of it. I sympathized, although I mean, all of them could have
sympathized.
I did it right.
all of them, I think,
that's a new word.
Could have gotten out of it. It felt like a case where any one of them could have said, "Yeah, not comfortable with this. This is weird."
I would have left that.
Yeah, I didn't like the fiance at all.
Dan would have just pulled his shit out right there.
I've been around like an ex where we stayed friends, and even just being wherever for a brief period, an hour or two, is weird.
I won't do it.
It is. Yeah, I don't like doing it either, but you have to be polite. I could not imagine how fucking awkward it would be to be, and I'm not saying girlfriend can have friends, that's fine, even if they used to date, but I don't want to be there in a cabin.
Can I interject too? Can I interject too?
The tickling scene, that really was, I was like, what are you doing?
This girl knew he's been in love with her his whole fucking life. She knew that and actively used that against him to get him to do her a favor to help her fucking fiance. That's what pissed me off. There's no way in hell this, and again, like, it's a great movie and great drama because we're talking about it, but there's no way in hell this girl didn't know that guy has been trying to get with her and be with her for the rest of his life since he was 12. And
you're being way too logical. This is the lady brain we were talking about. Like, that's
she knew, because that's what these fucking women do.
But like that, she heard that he said, "I'm okay with it." That's the last thing.
I know, dude. But she did that on purpose. I think maybe to even throw it in his fucking face. Who knows?
Yeah,
this is why I would never have I could never be serious with a girl who had a male best friend.
Absolutely, bro.
Because like, I understand the male mind. As soon as there's an opportunity, it's happening. Like, not even a question.
I wouldn't say
Dan,
that.
shut the fuck up. You don't know women. Women get drunk, have an off night. The
only thing that makes that different for me is wrestling. Because there's certain women in wrestling that I've been around that, like, no matter how drunk I would be, I'd be like, that would be like fucking my sister. Like, no, I couldn't do it.
Even
I'm telling you,
Victoria,
people in the South are going to disagree. Liquor change.
I know he has a whole scene.
No, I said there's certain people in wrestling, not every single one.
I understand that,
but when you have a personable relationship with somebody like that, it's different, especially in the wrestling world.
Yeah, I suppose so. I mean, I don't know. This just felt like, man, what fucking misery. Like, motherfucker, pay somebody to teach you how to hunt. Like, I'm sorry.
Dude, for real.
Yeah.
It was just asking. It was just asking for trouble.
It was. I mean, look, I love the human drama because, again, I was kind of screaming at the screen. Now, I didn't like the fiance. I'll be honest. I kind of had more empathy for the friend. I thought the fiance was kind of an asshole because the friend was there to help him with something. So I thought that speech, drunk or not, I was just like, man, you fucking piece of shit. I would have just left you in the fucking woods. Like, just straight up. I would have taken you to the farthest fucking place I could, and I just would have bailed. I would have taken all your shit.
JG Michael, let me ask you this. Pull up this comment real quick.
I was already responding.
Yeah.
I've had lots of lady friends over the years who I've never tried to have sex with. But
were you attracted to them? That's one thing. Because, like, I've been friend zoned for sure, but like been fine with being in the friend zone. But if I was single and the girl came around and was like throwing herself on me, I'm not going to say no. I don't know. That's just me.
Alcohol.
Like I had
involved,
my best friend in high school was a girl I was in love with. Like literally, like absolutely in love with. But like she kind of told me like, hey, it's never going to happen. Which, okay, cool. I didn't, go for it anymore. I just became her friend. But let me tell you, if one of those days she would have threw herself in my fucking lap, I would have jumped on that instantly. That's all. That's why. So that's where I think it makes men uncomfortable, because I've been in that position with somebody where like I've been in love with them, but they're still having a boyfriend and stuff. And like, if the shoe was on the other foot and I knew a guy that she was friends with used to be in love with her, that would have made me very uncomfortable and insecure.
If you're friends,
not exactly
with,
what I was talking about, but that's a different take.
If you're friends with the guy, then off limits. It doesn't even matter if they break up. That's off limits.
Oh, if you become friends with the boyfriend, absolutely. Dude, like,
but if I don't know the guy and that falls apart, well, no, I mean, fair game.
Yeah, but there's also times where like I've been I've been in the position where like I became friends with her boyfriend, but I kind of outweighed the fucking option when she came crying in my lap when they broke up.
There's levels of friendship.
Yeah.
No. So
the dude just bought me fucking booze and fucking tobacco when I was like 15. So I was like, I could lose this and be all right.
If you're tickling a girl, though, like I don't care how close of a friend you are. If you're tickling a girl,
dude, I'd punch him. Dude.
Yeah.
God forbid somebody tries to tickle fucking my goddamn girlfriend, dude. It would be over. I would literally grab their fucking nose and rip it off. Like it would be done. And I wouldn't even say two words about it. I would literally go up behind them and just grab them by the fucking nostrils and pull.
We'll have Dan test that theory next time it's possible.
I want to test it. That's what, Kruger. That's what happened. I think you'd let me.
No, I wouldn't. No.
Okay.
As much as I love you, Pugs, if you touched my girl, I'd beat the fucking shit out of you.
Like for real though, I have no other than just like.
Do you not know Kruger? I mean, yeah, no.
Yeah, but it's me. Like I at all.
If it's a gay best friend, I'll allow
Pugs.
It.
I do that too.
You ever get JG Michaels goes, or Punisher Batman fan goes, you ever give a man a foot massage? Fuck no. It's fucking weird. And let me tell you, dude, Marsalis Wallace fucking that motherfucking Samoan had it coming.
He did.
Yep. You know what? I retract that, Kruger.
JG Michaels said, as long as you guys aren't making crazy evangelical arguments about a man and woman can't be in the same room if they're not married. Absolutely not. But at the same time, if I'm attracted to a fucking woman, I'm not going to be a pervert. I'm not going to fucking, go and fucking goddamn Last House on the Left them fucking just when I'm in the fucking room alone with them. Yeah, shut up, Todd. You don't include in this fucking goddamn conversation.
I said we have different perspectives of this stuff.
But again, if the girl is into me and I find her attractive, I'm never going to say no unless I'm in a relationship. You get what I mean? Like, unless I'm in a relationship or I'm in some sort of commitment with somebody. If a girl throws herself in my lap and I find her hot, I'm not going to fucking say no.
There you go.
And I don't know if I could have a sexual relationship with a woman and then just be friends afterwards. So far in my life, there's like maybe one person.
I used to be able to do that, not anymore. I don't know.
My question is why?
Why?
No, serious question. Why? What do you that's just for you guys. Like you cut it off, peace out, throw them in the trash. Keeping them around just keeps your feelings around. Never a good idea.
You mean why be friends with somebody?
Yeah. Why be friends with an ex? There's no reason.
Yeah, unless you have a kid, and at that point,
and even then, that's being agreeable with.
Well, there needs to be boundaries for sure.
Yeah. That's not the same because you can hate that person and still be co-parents.
Well, I'm glad that we had like such a fucking like solid
Deep
conversation.
discussion about
A deep discussion because of this movie. And actually, like
I'm not quite
my
done.
rating's getting raised a little bit higher, honestly. After
Okay,
this
well, Dan has
conversation.
more about the movie.
I do have a little bit more about the movie.
Go for it.
Like I said, it does take its time with the human drama. I had no problem because I was into it. The wolf stuff was great. A couple things about this movie. The director, we mentioned Backcountry, also directed Pyewacket, which I remember liking, the slasher series. But are you aware that he is a horror icon? Because he voiced John Carver in Thanksgiving.
Yeah, I know he did actually.
Yeah, very cool credit. And if Missy Peregrine looks familiar, and I know she probably will to you, Todd, she was on Reaper with Ray Weiss, a really good short.
Reaper.
Oh, 2 seasons. I do recommend.
I know. It wasn't. It just didn't happen.
Yeah, I think it's one you would
things.
enjoy.
Dude, this motherfucker, this fucking director's 3 for 3. By the way, like Pyewacket, this and Backcountry, like he's slowly becoming like one of those names that like every time he has something, I'm gonna be right there. Because Pyewacket's super underrated.
It is. I think I might prefer Backcountry by a little bit, but
for sure. Next to this, Backcountry, I think Backcountry's his best movie because when that bear scene happens, it feels like your heart is ripped out of your fucking chest because of the relationship between the guy and his fiance, and he just tried to bring her out to this, awesome trip to make this memorable proposal to her, and then next thing you know, he gets fucked by this bear. Like. That movie hit me in the heart. This one did technically, but I didn't give a fuck that these people were being mauled by animals.
Yeah, I'm looking at the credits on Missy too. She's in all 3 of the movies also.
Oh, so is she the girl in Backcountry?
She is Jen. I don't know if I've seen Backcountry or Pyewacket yet. Now I definitely need to.
Check them out, Todd.
I was going to say, I was going to ask, does he exclusively make movies like in the
so far? Yeah.
Well, and she's only in movies in the woods and fucking like procedural TV shows. FBI Most Wanted, FBI International.
She's had some TV stuff.
Hawaii 5-0, Law and Order. There you go.
Yeah, SVU or a regular one?
SVU. She played.
Hey, what episode?
She played who?
Zoe White on one episode. I don't know. I have to go through 8,000 episodes.
That's a lot.
506
Pugs. I just started falling asleep to Law and Order again.
She was in that gymnast movie, Stick It. I don't know. Does anyone remember that?
Stick It?
No.
Well, what do we rate this one, guys? I am giving Out Come the Wolves a 4. I liked it a lot, but it's not for everybody. Again, not everybody's going to click with it, but I'm a 4.
Pugs?
I am a 4.5 out of 5.
Nice.
Kruger?
This is hard, man. Because like I originally was like a 2.5, between a 2.5 and a 3. But now that I'm like talking about it more, I really do need to. I'm going to go with a 3 right now, but I'm probably going to actually just rewatch it after the show and fucking see where I'm at with that. Maybe I'll even throw Backcountry on after and fucking make a double of it.
And Anthony Jeselnik. Don't forget to watch Anthony Jeselnik.
And I am a 4 out of 5 on this one. So there we go.
Sweet.
All right. I kind of want to swap one movie to the end now, but
no. Here we go.
We're doing it.
Film, which I'm going to go first on, is Swap, which is now on VOD. From writer-director Dallas King in Swap. And this is also, I should say, a Dread Central. It's Dread Central Epic.
50 Shades of Red.
It's Dread. That's the label. There's no
Dread.
Central in it.
Yeah. All right. So, from writer-director Dallas King, Swap. A young couple is lured into the clutches of a bloodthirsty 500-year-old vampire. The exotic stranger tries to persuade them to swap partners and join his kind. All right, so coming from Dread, I kind of, expected, standard horror movie. Sometimes they're good, sometimes not so much. It depends with Dread. What I got was a 90s softcore titty flick, and I loved it. It was awesome. You don't get
Of course
this
you
anymore.
fucking did.
You don't get this shit anymore. Like, this was a surprise. I mean, look, the fact that we get to see Ozzy clapping cheeks in this, I mean, was
OTC.
OTC indeed. I think is awesome. I thought both girls were adorable and different. Jessica Lelia Green, who played Kayla, and Erin Ann Gray, who played Glory.
The mom was hot.
I like them both. I like them both. And yeah, look, this is nothing. There's not a lot in the way of story here. It is a titty flick. I'm not, so if that's for you, it is, but I really liked it. Ozzy's trying to throw a Diddy white party.
Freak off.
He is. He's trying to throw a freak off, an eternal freak off. And yeah, I was like, I'm kind of waiting for the horror to kick in, but you get deep enough. I'm like, I think this is just.
You're not the only fucking one, buddy.
It's a titty flick. It's not a bad thing.
The horror never kicks in.
Here's the thing, though, too. I was shocked when Ozzy was dining at the Y.
Angelo, put some respect on the man's name. He's the hero of our story.
Okay, so Ozzy Angelo
making me drink
is going down on a girl, and there's a squirting scene.
That got me too. I'm like, whoa, that's
there is a fucking squirting scene, which you don't normally see squirting. You never saw Monique Parent squirt. You never saw.
We didn't even get that shit in the 90s, not in the mainstream. Maybe on Seymour Butts.
Because you guys didn't know how to do that shit.
I was like, I'll be damned. She just squirted.
We had squirting in the 90s, Kruger. We were cavemen. We had blowjobs then too.
I don't think
we started squirting. What are you talking about?
Nah.
I got tapes from 1993 that documented squirting for the first time I've ever seen it. If you do not believe me, I will show you the tape.
It was the 90s, though. Okay.
Squirting older than you, Kruger.
I will admit, though, the first time I saw like an old timey like stag reel, I was like shocked. I was like, they need blowjobs.
Fuck yeah.
Blew my mind.
When did BDSM porn start?
As soon as you can make a camera, dude.
Yeah,
I guarantee you.
Like
mainstream is the first thing.
Well, I don't like
a horse was the first thing, but the first movie is a adult film.
Yeah, it was just like whack my dick with a yo-yo. That was like 1871. It was like the very beginning. 1881, whatever.
Well, you guys are the experts. So,
but anyways,
my relationship with porn is just typing in what I want to see on fucking.
We had to work for that shit. We had to
you had to figure out.
Dan and I had to do both.
You weren't if you got stuck with all ebony. That's what you got. You got stuck with
fuck no. We didn't.
Dan got stuck with a lot of that.
You got stuck with whatever you're able to get a hold of. It didn't matter. You're like, okay, we got like brain bangers. That is what it's got to work.
The accused,
the dark ages. Hey, how many inappropriate movies have you masturbated to in your lifetime, Dan?
Fuck.
Right?
I plead the fifth.
I can tell you how many for me.
You keep a count?
There's a booth.
I've never jerked off to a fucking Skinamax movie or anything. No.
You have
SA scenes. I wasn't talking about Skinamax.
You have no culture.
Yeah.
No culture.
We were
so this one, just to reel it back in, this one, it is pretty much just that the I can't remember if they're married, the boyfriend, husband, whatever.
They're not. They're engaged.
Okay. He's kind of like stuck in the mud, and most of this is just him being a voyeur and like trying to watch all of the nasty goings on.
Him being a little bitch, dude.
What was our new word, Pugs?
Shit. Sympathize? Is that what you said?
No, see now, yeah, I can't remember now.
I can sympathize with the guy. I wouldn't.
Yeah, we know.
I wouldn't want Ozzy tickling my
Just
girl.
leave. Just leave. Don't be like, oh, I don't know if I want to see you fuck my girlfriend. I don't know, man.
Watching.
That's a Patreon.
He's still
show.
watching.
Yeah, we'll save it for Patreon.
He's still watching, you know. So that's it. I can't really break down the storyline much more than that.
That's all it is. It's like him going, "Oh, I may leave. Oh my god!" And then fucking Roman Reigns comes in there and is like, "You know, you want to see this tribal dick boy?" And he's like, "Oh, maybe I do." Oh. Fuck it. This was the most frustrating piece of shit I've ever seen in my life, dude. Oh my god. If it didn't have the hot blonde girl, dude,
I know what the problem was.
Zero.
I'll just say it. It's because you're sympathizing with the cop. You're like, no, fuck this. Because I know the way you are with your woman.
Yes.
So that's your biggest problem in the movie.
No, my problem with the movie is that there's nothing fucking interesting happening.
Well,
titties.
Yeah, titties are interesting.
I can go see fucking titties in my life and actually touch them, dude.
But
I don't need a
from
fucking movie for that.
From actors that can act, that are making you believe.
And that's why, Kruger, your generation has fucked up titties in our movies. I'm just saying that. It is your generation.
That's fine. You can blame me for that. You can blame me for that, but like fucking legit, dude. Like I do not get anything out of erotic thrillers. I do not get anything out of Skinamax. I don't get anything out of that fucking shit at all. I don't give a fucking fuck. So
I give all the fucking fucks.
Yeah.
So this movie was like fucking Chinese water torture. Like it was fucking awful. Again, the only fucking reason I will not give this movie a 0 is because the blonde chick was pretty goddamn attractive. The squirting scene was okay, but like the rest of this movie is just this fucking dude being too big of a pussy to tell his girlfriend, "Hey, fuck you, you're a whore, bye."
But he was into it. He was into
Mine was stop being a bitch and get there,
motherfucker. Then stop being a bitch. If he was into it, then stop being a bitch and fucking go fuck Roman Reigns in his ass. I don't know. Like, come on.
JG Michael brings up, oh, come on.
That's one of my favorites.
Who amongst us doesn't love the hand that rocks the cradle? Erotic thrillers rule.
Kruger,
have you seen the hand that?
So.
Yeah, I was like, Kruger probably won't like that.
Yeah. The best scene, though, and it's one of my favorite scenes in all of cinema, and I don't want to ruin it for those who have not seen it, is the scene with Rebecca De Mornay talking to I don't want to say Pug's favorite Ghostbuster because that's probably but the Black Ghostbuster, Mr. Ernie Hudson. One of the viciousest lines I've ever heard. I still love it to this day.
I kind of want to watch right now.
I was like, yeah.
JG Michael, yes, basically. It's about cucks and bulls that are fucking that, and the bull is a vampire. There you go.
Well, he was fucking his girl. He wasn't a cuck. He just
Ben Grimm. I can't come without a sax solo playing because of Cinemax.
So this is definitely going to be an age thing because I think all of the ones who grew up with this material, when that was what we were limited to because we had to work for our titties. Goddamn youngsters. So I think it's
fuck you. I had it easy, baby.
Yeah, don't be faulting them for it. They have access. It's fine.
They don't know they don't know the
struggle.
I still have to struggle to get pussy, motherfucker. That's a real struggle, all right? So fuck you.
See, JG knows what it is. It's legendary.
Yeah, it's good shit. For me, I don't like it as much as Dan. But watching it, I'm like, oh, Dan's gonna fucking love this. So, like that added to my enjoyment of this. Obviously, I love the blonde.
You didn't have any Cruz gonna fucking hate us all.
Yeah, of course I knew Cruz and hate, but I'm like, it's not worth mentioning because, like, honestly, whoever saw it first should have told him not to watch this.
That would have been nice. Yeah. But I already started, and I was just like, fuck it, it'll make for good content. God damn it.
Yeah, I don't hate it. I don't love it. I was surprised as fuck. I'm like, holy shit, this is a Dan film. And I think Todd was the one that suggested this one, right? This
I didn't necessarily like. It was one
You
of the
know
new
what it
ones
was,
that
but
I
it
got.
wasn't
Yeah,
under Dan's
because I got
eye.
the email and
Oh, okay.
Dread, because it was
Yeah,
supposed to be the other one, but
Okay.
Did you pop when the girl was sitting on his face and he had to go pee?
I thought it was funny. I was like, but we're here to go. Like, we're already getting weird.
Yeah,
Just piss
on the
yourself.
piss in the blonde's mouth. Like, why not?
Say it was a big ass cum shot.
Yeah,
But dude, I
could find the horror. There's none there. Roman Reigns was entertaining. He
was funny.
I do want to see this gimmick join the Bloodline or the new Bloodline, whatever they got. There's this the brother they just signed. Be a pimp, dude. Do this.
And it's like Jacob Fatu, like fucking wanting to get into the OTC, but fucking
we might be able to make an indie Bloodline with them.
You could have like that Val Venus.
You want to be Simone now too?
Yeah. So, but yeah, it's fine.
We'll give you a coconut.
I do think if you want to see boobs and some vampires, have at it. If that doesn't entice you at all, don't bother.
I'm sure if you like the old school Cinemax bullshit, then you'll like this, like for sure.
Yeah, that's my thing. Like, it's a throwback. It's old school Cinemax stuff. It was just fun for me.
Yeah.
Are we rating it now? Should I say a number, or is that where we're
Yeah.
at?
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm a 4 on this one. I had fun. Like, good throwback. I'm sure Dan's probably higher, but we'll save him for last.
Yeah,
Kruger?
Dan, go last.
Half.
Okay. Pugs?
I was going back and forth between a 2.5 and a 3. I'm gonna go 2.5 just to be fair.
All right.
There's a pair I didn't care for.
I will take Kruger's half and add 4 stars to it to make it a 4.5. I want to be the bearded center in this Oreo with those 2 ladies right there.
Yeah, I think
and that
join in,
dude,
no problem.
Yeah, but there's a dude there too that you have to
play
with. That's what. If it was a fucking goddamn lesbian couple, fucking like coming in, yeah, dude, fucking jump in, nosedive into the goddamn pussy. Fuck.
Well, I will take him out hunting and leave him. And then come back.
We'll combine plots.
And it would be the total opposite. Like,
just leave him and roam.
Dan's gonna fucking use the crossbow. It'll slip from his thumb and go through his eye.
Yeah, or else, like it'll ricochet off the tree and just stab him right in the cock hole.
Between the 4 of us, I am surviving any woodsy scenario. Thank you.
Between we're killing
no,
you
you're not.
just so you can.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna stand behind our vanilla grizzly bear. And
I am the final guy in
No, you're between the 4 of us. No, you're not, Dan. I hate to tell you. You can't kill me. Have you seen my matches? You can't kill me, motherfucker. You can stab
He keeps
me.
asking.
I'm not talking about us fighting. I'm talking about in the woods.
Yeah, I won't die. I won't die.
You say he could beat a bear? You know what, Kruger? We can go old school. I've seen a grizzly bear match before. You want to?
I would fucking get away from the motherfucking bear and be out of there while you guys are dead.
Like, see that we're booking this,
dude.
I just told you my thing. I'm just gonna murder you just so you can't say it. Who's gonna stop me?
Hellbound, I will fight a bear and I will kick its bitch ass.
Kruger, I'm buying you a bear costume.
Yeah, you fucking just start punching the shit out of him.
Coming out of Bat County. Country.
Ben has a question.
I'm not saying I beat the bear in fucking one-on-one contact, but let me tell you, as soon as I started getting a whiff that there was a fucking bear out there, guess who's fucking gonna stab Dan 3 times and leave him there so the bear smells blood and I fucking run.
All right. I think you misunderstand the scenario.
You in Minecraft.
We're not competing. I mean, we're not fighting. We're dropped in the middle of the woods. I think
hold on. No. I don't. There's no.
Yeah, but I would still use you.
No. I get that. My question is,
you are all.
Why
Julian
do you think
Sands?
you're going to outlive the bear compared to all of us? That's my question.
You are all Julian Sands, and I am like walking into the sunset.
Let's go camping, Dan.
Yeah, which is why I would stab you first. I would leave you there so the bear could eat you.
Why do you keep talking about attacking me? You don't have to.
If we're fucking stuck there and I'm going to throw you in front of the fucking bear so I can get away, guess what, motherfucker? It's happening. You're getting stabbed.
And you know what happens? All right, so you do that. It's gonna be like The Collector, and I'm gonna just be like throwing the fucking bear's head. It's just gonna be the big hero moment at the dog in that movie.
That runner looks
Look,
familiar.
Look, yeah.
Check it out on Patreon.
I'm gonna finish that bear, Todd. Todd, you need to book a bear. You need to talk. We need to make.
I'll book you a bear. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, a bear, as in the yes.
A bear.
Yeah, I know what kind of bear you
Yeah,
like.
I know where your mind's going.
I want to know.
Todd.
I want to know what the fuck is your survival strategy, fucking goddamn Grizzly Adams.
You know, we got 3 more.
I
things
hike in the I hike in the woods. I don't think you guys are hikers, are you?
I hike in the fucking desert all the time.
All right, desert's a little different from the woods. I will give you that. You're second survivor.
Dan hikes.
I don't know
Dan
which
thinks
one
he's
of
going
you
to
guys.
survive a goddamn bear attack because he hikes. Can we move on?
Yeah.
Dan hikes. Okay.
Brian
thanks,
Trash,
Dan.
unbearable. Thank you.
He puts his bear spray on before every hike.
All right, so I suspect Kruger's about to get even more angry with our next film.
Oh,
Jesus
no.
Maybe.
fucking Christ.
Should have
Our
just been do
next-
not watch. Is that what you said?
Yeah, no shit. I fucking do not watch should have been the title for fucking like 3 of these motherfucking movies this week.
Well, we'll see. Maybe we loved it. We'll see. All right, so Do Not Open from writer-director Brian Baccarin. And in this film, after arguing with their parents, a distraught teen opens an email promising acceptance, but what the message delivers infects the entire family. All right, so I like the concept. I will say something nice first. I like the idea of technology tearing apart families. Very timely. So I like the basic idea of the movie. I believe this is a Swedish film. And that one issue with that is it's shot in English. So there's a few actors that, particularly the dad, where I think English is not his native language and it affects the performance a little bit. I didn't give a shit about the family, so it didn't bother me seeing them be ripped apart. Like, there's some good shots in this and some, like, I see a good movie in there, but as it stands, the good concept isn't fully realized, and it didn't work for me. It just made me want to go watch a Black Mirror episode on the subject. That's kind of where I'm at.
Probably a fucking better one somewhere in the goddamn 7 seasons.
Oh yeah, there's
I
plenty.
think I'm alone in this one, guys. We'll see how this goes.
Oh, okay.
I'm
Well,
leaving you in the fucking woods, Pugs.
Dude, after I kill Dan, I'm just sitting there. I'm running. I'm too fat.
In Minecraft.
guys-
There we go. I got it.
In Minecraft, thank you.
You guys live in California. You never go out to the woods. I've known you
Okay,
guys.
I'll tell you what,
years.
Dan. Let's walk down the streets of South Central and let's see if who's okay. Want to do that? And then after we can go to the woods,
The jungle. We're gonna go to the jungle.
the concrete jungle.
Wait a
first.
minute.
Dan,
Oh, so now you're giving Pugs
The
advantage? That's
concrete
fucked up, man.
jungle. Oh, I'll just duck in a Starbucks.
You're the
Dude,
one trying
these-
to throw Pugs in a real jungle.
and have a latte.
And if you've ever been to a real concrete jungle, they don't have Starbucks in the fucking hood.
yeah,
You know,
dude.
there's a liquor store.
They
in
have
every
liquor
fucking corner,
stores.
or every
They-
other corner. Yeah.
Next to the gun store by the pawn shop.
They have Starbucks in the hood. I'm gonna find one. I'm gonna find one and prove it.
Okay.
Oh, he is hooded approved. Anyway,
I
who's
know.
next?
Christ.
Anyways, back to this
Are you-
movie.
Are you
I
sidetracking it after you're trying to? Are you done, Dan?
don't remember
I
where
don't
we
even
were.
know. I don't even know. You sidetracked yourself. So whatever,
Yeah.
wherever you lost your place, that's on you because you started
All
talking
right.
about other bullshit.
All right, so yeah, it hurt me because I
Real
just didn't
quick,
care
Ben
about the
Grimm.
family.
So things Dan thinks he can beat up: Clint Eastwood, Kruger, a bear.
I did not say I could beat up Kruger. I did not say that.
You're right, but
I said I would be the survivor in the survival scenario. Why
You
does
wouldn't.
Kruger have to kill me? There's no reason to do that.
Because I would kill you to survive. It would be both of us, and I would just stab you just so I was the last survivor.
Minecraft.
That would be it.
Yeah.
Grand Theft Auto.
If it was a competition, if it's a competition, motherfucker, guess what? You and I probably will be at the end, and guess what? You die in Minecraft.
It's not like a kill. It's not surviving the game.
Can we move the fuck on?
All right. Back to this stupid movie. There were moments that would be creepy if I cared. Like, that's the thing. Like, this televangelist guy, I just didn't give a shit about. I just didn't give a shit about the family, and that's what kind of hurt this one for me. It's kind of like an A24 movie if it was made by a Blumhouse in-house director kind of thing. Like, there's a good idea.
Directors, it's not a movie studio.
I don't know, Todd. Whatever.
You not know how they make
regular.
If
Jason Blum bought a script from A24, I don't know. Put it that way. I don't know. The whole point is I did not like this movie
because that just shows your fucking cocksucking attitude. Has to be those two companies, right? Because only A24 makes good movies, and they do make shit movies too, Dan.
Not many. Some bodies is
That's
one.
Not one of them, but I'm just saying.
But anyways, and there were some creepy things that I thought could be creepier, especially the dad with the, I don't want to spoil anything, but with the sex tape angle
for me.
Well, and I was like, okay, but again, I don't know. What say you, Pugs? Let's put some positivity here.
I like this a lot. These characters,
wow,
fucking drones, like just addicted to technology. I thought that was portrayed very well. There is like some loss in translation shit because the English not being the first language or being foreign. I don't know. That shit didn't bother me. These characters also all are on the spectrum, and you cannot tell me otherwise. Because especially the mother, but then you find out what happened to her later on. What stands out to me are those scenes in particular. The dad, the dad, the photo, the video that pops up later. I wish we would have focused more on that. But these people are shitty fucking people, and I enjoyed watching them get destroyed. So I don't know. It worked for me. The young boy, he's a shithead too, but he had some standards. But by the end of the movie, I did not like anybody, but I did enjoy watching what unfolded, like, a lot. I'm shocked you guys hate it as much as you do. So I did like it a lot.
I'm closer. Yeah, I'm probably closer to you because I was fine with what it was. I didn't love it. I didn't hate it. I like the concept. I wish there's a little bit more done with it, but I do agree. Like the parts you are saying are some of the standouts.
Weighs heavy.
Yeah, I'd watch it again overall, but I get why Dan and Kruger don't. I didn't.
I fucking hate it.
I know why you hate it. Like, obviously, yeah,
I hate it, dude. It's fucking awful. Like, it's a shit show from start to finish for me that I thought would just never end. Like, my biggest issue, I think, is that there's so much just being dragged along in like the beginning of the movie, and then all the horror elements I felt like are started getting shoehorned in the last 20 fucking minutes. And by then I just didn't even give a fuck anymore. And I already hated all the characters. I hated the fucking acting. I thought the acting was shit, to be honest with you. And yeah, I couldn't stand this fucking movie. I was by the end of it, it is definitely like one of my least favorite movies I've seen all year, and one of the only zeros I'm giving out all year. So there you go. There's my rating, 0 out of 5.
I get what they were going for with, disconnected people and everything, but it's like I have to at least care a little bit to see you being ripped apart. It's just like, don't care.
Yeah, no, they all suck. Fuck them all.
So what do you give it then, Dan?
I'm a 1 for the concept, but yeah, execution sucked.
I'm a 3. Pugs?
You get ready to hate me. It was a 5 for me. I'm not kidding.
Out of here.
I enjoyed it. That the mostly
You're so getting left in the woods.
That's fine. The photo, dude. Like that, I was like, ooh, we should focus on this. 5 out of 5.
Wow, okay.
Yeah, I wasn't seeing that one coming. No. Well, we got one more feature film and some TV talk. So,
all right. So our next film is Elevation from director George Nolfi. And in this film, a single father and two women venture from the safety of their homes to face monstrous creatures to save the life of a young boy. To expand on that a little bit, this takes place 3 years after a group of creatures sprout up and essentially wipe out 95% of the world. And the survivors all live in, I believe it was 8,000 feet elevation, where the creatures couldn't get to them. So this takes place in the Rocky Mountains. And that's kind of your setup. And hot tag, whoever wants to go first.
I'll go first.
Something real quick.
Oh, God.
Go for it.
No, I just going to say this real quick. So my question was, so like, did they try to cast Captain America's bitch, Deadpool's bitch, and Black Widow's sister can only get 2 out of 3 because you have bootleg fucking
Florence Pugh's the third. Because the sequel's in Gen Z.
So there we go, Kirk. I just want to throw that out there.
This was, if this would have played on Sci-Fi at 8 o'clock at night on a fucking Friday night, random brand new premiere, I probably would have actually liked this movie. But for what it is, one, this got a theatrical. Thank God I didn't go fucking.
I saw it theatrically.
Yeah, because I would have been pissed. But this is definitely like a made for sci-fi movie, and a good made for sci-fi movie in that term. But I don't know what it is about me. Maybe the fact that I didn't watch it on cable. You know what I mean? Because I used to love those fucking movies. Yeah. But I didn't care for this too much. The creatures kind of suck, to be honest with you. They just look very bland, almost look like a mixture between the stuff we get in A Quiet Place and the creatures in Tomorrow War, except way less cooler. And
I did like the Black Widow thing. That was cool.
That was cool, but just as a whole, the creatures didn't do much for me. The CGI is pretty bad. Granted, not fucking absolutely awful Asylum level, but it's not good. And I do like Homeboy from Twisted Metal. I don't know him as Captain America, but Homeboy from Twisted Metal.
Anthony Mackie. Yeah, he's the main guy.
I love him, but he also, with his character, it just didn't give me enough, really. I was hoping maybe I would gravitate towards his character more, and I just don't think it was that well written. I also absolutely hated the ending. I thought we were going to build at least to some cool grand final act, and it kind of just went out on a dud for me. So
it's sequel tease. I mean,
what?
It's a sequel tease.
Left it open. Yeah,
but it wasn't grand enough for him, is what he's saying.
Yeah, it wasn't great. It wasn't, because I was semi into the story, and then this would have been an easy 2.5 out of 5 for me if it would have stuck the landing. But the ending kind of putting me off. It hurt my rating a lot in the end. So overall, if you like those direct to TV fucking sci-fi movies, you may like this. And again, if this was probably just played on the side, if I was 12 years old, I was at home, I threw on Sci-Fi and fucking saw that this new Alien movie was premiering, and I watched it, I probably would have enjoyed it a lot more. But the fact that I had to go out of my way to watch it, I'm not 12 years old anymore, and I don't watch fucking cable, it hurt it a little bit for me.
I don't think anyone watches cable anymore, just old people and Dan.
Yeah.
It's funny because I get what you're saying, but all that works the opposite for me. Seeing it on the theater, I was like, yes, I get to see, because I went in totally blank. So I'm like, oh, cool. This is like a shitty sci-fi, not necessarily shitty, because I did like the story and I liked what I was going through.
It's budget wise, it's above.
But yeah, but I you could tell it was a small budget film, and I was like, all right, I'm enjoying this. This is I like being able to see an elevation instead of giant spectacles. So for me, being able to see this on a theatrical screen when we don't get stuff like this anymore. I had a good time with it.
It's your swap.
Well, no, it's not just that. Because this,
feelings, yeah, dude.
No, but I see that but it's not even what the movie is or any. It's seeing smaller pictures on the big screen again, which we haven't seen in 20 years. It's nice. So even if I don't like everything, but seeing something small like this, everything doesn't have to be a fucking spectacle now. Mm-hmm. But that's what the theater is. So the fact that this is just a smaller picture, I don't know. I like that about it.
Okay.
It wasn't trying to be fucking, Alien Romulus. It was trying to be a small creature feature, and I think it delivered that.
Okay.
Sorry, Pugs. I don't know who went.
I'll go.
Go
For me, like, I like Anthony Mackie enough. He's fine. The cast was fine, but like I hate to do this, but like I've seen this before. I've seen these beats do the exact same thing.
It kind of feels like a Walking Dead episode at points too.
Last of Us. We've seen this.
Quiet Place.
Quiet Place, and they've done it better, and we have seen it worse by far.
Oh,
So,
absolutely.
Yeah. So like I can't take that away from it. This movie, serviceable. like
Yeah.
It's fine. Yeah. Go ahead, Dan.
I like this one a lot. I thought it was a lot of fun. Now it is, as you guys have kind of already said, it's very derivative. I mean, Quiet Place, Arcadian. There's a lot of similar movies recently, but I didn't mind. Like Todd said, it is like a bigger budget Sci-Fi Channel original. I think Morena Baccarin, who I've been a big fan of since Firefly, I thought she acted her ass off. She's always fun to watch. Anthony Mackie, I enjoy him as well. There were some good action scenes in here. I thought the ski lift portion where they're running from the creatures on the ski lift, I thought was really cool. It's just a fun B monster movie. I enjoyed it. I don't know where they shot this. I'm assuming obviously not the Rocky Mountains, but it was beautiful scenery. I had a lot of fun. It's just, it's kind of a killer, I guess, bug that you can call them, whatever you want to call the creatures.
Weren't they aliens?
And it worked for me. Yeah, they don't review it, but yeah. It really worked for me. It was just a lot of fun.
It's saying it was filmed in Colorado, Gold Hill, Colorado.
Oh, no shit. So it was.
Portions were filmed at Cooper Mountain Resort near and around the Timberland Lift.
Oh, okay, cool. I'm surprised it was actually shot there. I was like, that looks like it, but I'm assuming.
Yeah, it says the lift is above 8,000 feet and was a 4-pack during filming. At the release of the movie, the lift has been replaced with the 6-pack. Wonder if that's why they got the fuck around on it.
Yeah, I was gonna say, but yeah, some great action scenes. I mean, the CG is fine; it's nothing special, but it didn't distract me at all, and I had fun. I'm kind of with Todd on this one. I kind of like getting these mid-budget, smaller sci-fi horror.
More interesting films happen in the mid and lower budget where people can play with an idea versus anything that's
I think Arcadian coming out a few months ago probably didn't help this much for me at all either.
That's true, yeah.
Because dude, I'm in love with that fucking movie.
Yeah.
I have watched Arcadian 4 times this fucking year.
Well,
yeah.
We'll find out if it makes your top 10 pretty soon.
Yeah. I enjoyed it, and there are some twists at the end that I think are potentially interesting. I don't know that we'll get a sequel to this, but I don't know. Maybe if it does well enough on VOD, it's possible. And I enjoyed the world. Not the most original movie, but it's a fun monster movie. I do actually recommend this one.
All right.
Do we grade it?
We should rate it now. All right. I'll go first. I've gone back and forth. I'm going to give it a 3.5.
I'm a 3.5 as well. I had a lot of fun with it.
All right.
2.5 out of 5 for me.
I'm a 1.5, but I would watch it again. Probably didn't help that I watched 2 movies I absolutely hated before.
I get it. Like, it could fucking ruin your mood.
Dude, I watched literally everything for the show yesterday, and that fucking.
Well, not everything.
Well, almost everything.
Because there was the next thing, which is going to be problematic, so we're going to all be good.
Yeah.
So I can't say there's going to be spoilers. There's
no fucking spoilers.
The case is what it
is.
All right, so I'm going to put this one up now, and I'm just going to put the gimmick at the bottom. There you go. Wait, no, I wanted to scroll. That's right. Hold on, let me fix that. I got it.
So
can you change the top right logo to Flesh Wound True Crime?
I don't have a logo for that one, like in the gimmick.
Oh, you bastard!
No, I have a logo for it, just not up in the for the corner.
Yeah.
Well, so all right. So, Who Killed John Benet Ramsey? A Netflix streaming series.
Watch
we
this
all-
We
shit.
give
I'm
away the
fucking-
ending right there on the top.
I watch this shit fucking on Thanksgiving too. For fuck's sake.
Nice.
It's an
I'm watching it again on
after-credit.
Christmas.
Well, dude, that's like my family's thing. Is like we all just like kind of watch true crime shit whenever my uncle and my grandmother are over. So
Oh, yeah.
that's what we went to.
You know, my first ever Thanksgiving movie was Thanksgiving of 1988. Let's see if any of you can tell me what I saw that came out a few weeks earlier.
Blood Rage.
Actually, 1 week earlier. No, it was a horror film, though. The beginning of a franchise.
Ghostbusters?
1988 should give it
88.
away.
No.
Little fucker with a knife, red hair.
Ah, fuck
Chucky,
yeah, Charles-
really?
Yeah,
That's
Charles-
awesome.
Thanksgiving 88.
Oh, yeah.
New York got it.
Oh, yeah.
Well, yeah, no, I made it pretty easy.
Trying to
So-
fuck with me, bitch.
So I don't know if you're. I mean, there was dead little ones for my Thanksgiving movie. So it only that,
Before we deep dive into it,
oh, we're
because I
deep
think this
diving.
is
Oh shit!
interesting first. Do we want to say who we think did it?
I figured we'd get that at the end, and that would come out naturally. But Dan's really excited to talk about who he thinks did it. Are you? Well, you know, we'll see. I know. Here's my thing. I know who you've said previously. I'm curious if it's changed after watching this.
Shit.
Yes, and once again, I know we're throwing out theories, and that's not always polite, but you know, hey, it is.
Well,
what
just
it
be
is.
careful on one of them because one of them will sue your ass.
Which is the
Yes.
oh well, yeah,
The one who sued
yeah.
after the last special.
yeah. No,
I hate this. I hate this after watching Terrifier 3. Because I hate that we do this now. Like, because like I'm like, yep, fucking. If I was in Sienna's shoes, I would fucking probably beat the fuck out of every single one of us.
Wait, what?
I don't know. What,
In Terrifier 3, the fucking true crime horror movie podcast.
Oh yeah. I get
That we love to see get murdered. Like we're in her shoes.
Oh, well, just don't be an asshole then.
That's the difference.
so okay,
We're not running up on John Benet's brother like, hey, give me a goddamn
Pineapple.
interview, you motherfucker.
But if you saw, like, she was the one that was defensive of Sienna and Jonathan Terrifier 3. So, like, even if she was like good on the podcast, shitty in real life, I don't know what outweighs the other fucking thing. You know,
we could get Burke on the show, and I bet he'd like swap too. It would just
Okay.
be like, yeah, you know,
Dan-
I kind of miss these titty flicks from the '90s.
All right, I'm trying not to get him to sue us, Dan.
No, I just paid him a compliment. Good taste in movies. All right.
you saying I don't have good taste in movies, you piece of shit. Fuck you.
Dan should have said he has good taste in titty flicks, and Kruger couldn't have got mad.
There you go. Titty flicks. All right.
Exactly.
So you saying Kruger don't like titties?
Titty flicks. He said he did not. That's his
All
own
right.
words.
Okay. So you want to
All
tell
right.
us the case? You want to give us a brief rundown? Bugs, you got to.
This whole episode's been so off the fucking.
Let's talk about the episodes now. So, all right. If you're unfamiliar,
If you
John
directed
Benet
any of our
Ramsey.
features tonight and you're still here, I'd like to apologize for the staff.
There you go. John Benet Ramsey was a pageant kid who was murdered back
that's
in
the
1995.
media's agenda. She did 8 pageants.
Okay, now
Counts.
see,
Mm,
I
don't know.
think that's where all of the negative, the heavily negative media kicks in for the Ramseys, because I'm going to be honest, I think that these pageants are creepy. I always have, and
Weird.
They're
I
disgusting.
had a family friend, not a friend of mine, but a family friend who actually ran some of these.
Oh,
So I always thought it was fucking
should have
creepy.
put arsenic in his fucking goddamn wine.
Well, but I always thought it was like really
you should-
creepy.
Money to be made. I can't falter on that.
And she would rant because after this case, like it was like there's all that
Fuck their
stigma.
business. That's
I was not allowed to give my opinion on the pageants when she was around, but anyways,
Allowed? I would have done that shit.
Well, I was still young, so
I used to, yeah.
Dude, I was a menace. I would have fucking been like,
but yeah, so I think that is kind of where it starts. Now, having said that, this is more of a on the side of John and Patsy Ramsey. This is a more debunking a lot of things. Now you can
It gives you a
argue.
rundown of all the theories, or most of the theories.
Yeah.
well,
Now again, he participated. The dad participated in this series, so you have to consider that. You can edit something to obviously make yourself look good. That doesn't mean
You
Well,
can
no,
edit
but
to make
see,
it look bad too.
That's not what happens in these documentaries, though, with people like that.
yeah, dude, yeah,
They go the other way.
yeah, but he was participating. I think he
So
had
was
a
McMahon.
hand.
So was McMahon. They get
True,
and
true.
by putting, and this is why Rob Black will never do another someone else's piece, because as soon as you do that, you have no control.
Yeah, I get why. He
Look
does
at Joe Castro, how they fucked him on Face Off and Frankenstein half of his dialogue. They don't. If he did it, it's not necessarily a good thing for him. They're not.
I
You
get
know
it.
what I mean?
I get it.
Let's
I
take
think
a
he's a
producer.
smart enough guy that he kind of.
Well, yeah. Well, you know what?
Uh,
I said I'd behave.
But all right, so this kind of runs down a lot of the family history that I did not know. Him meeting Patsy. She was significantly younger than him in 1980. The first episode really spends a lot of time on that. Didn't realize that she had battled cancer before
Really?
John Bonet.
Okay.
No, I don't remember a lot of this. I mean, remember, this was what, 96, I believe it was.
Everyone
Yeah,
is
and
watching the trial like you, though.
So I was young.
I mean, I
And-
revisit this shit on YouTube all the time.
well, this for me was the first I've ever even heard about this. The only thing
I know it's crazy. It's
I-
lived with this our whole life.
You know my lamp?
Well,
I didn't show you it when you were here last time. I'll show you.
No, because like the only thing I even know about this was it's referenced in like 3 Guar songs. That's it.
Wow. Okay. No, this is a big deal, man. Like, how about Madeleine McCann? Do you know who that is?
No.
Okay, that's like the UK
Oh,
version
wow.
of, but she's like missing though. Still.
Yeah, there's stocks on that too, but it paints a sympathetic portrait of the people. I would say, and that's kind of like a big theme. They do. I mean, I will say, they made up their minds that they did it.
The
I
police.
mean,
Oh yeah,
they,
100%.
100%.
they weren't even considering.
Dude,
other
they
shit.
didn't rope
It's
off
like the
the
Menendez
fucking
too. It's
scene,
like
which they didn't cover that as well as they should have. But like, people were coming in and out of the fucking house. Murder the day they found the body, they had friends coming over helping them make food. Tip their mind off it. They fucking wiping shit down, helping them clean. The fuck are you guys doing? This is an active crime scene. Stop. But police work wasn't as diligent.
Okay, no.
Well,
see,
and-
I'm gonna stop right there.
Or
No.
just because Colorado?
No, yeah, it was a shitty police force.
Well, it's the area in Boulder
Yeah.
too, dude. Boulder, there's nothing fucking out there.
But a lot of forces, like a lot of police forces, don't fucking have shit in place until it like something like this
You need
happens.
it. Yeah.
So it's just like, yeah.
Yeah, and with the crime rate in Boulder too, like it was so fucking low. Like they had no fucking resources at all, and it's sad because like you think, oh well, a town, it's so good, the police are so great, fucking because the crime rate's down. Well, no, the police fucking probably just haven't had a serious situation happen in that area yet to where they need to fucking actually like know what to do. And I felt that's what out of the whole thing in this documentary, it felt like a lot of the police officers had no clue what the fuck they were fucking doing.
There were some Barney Fifes in play.
You see this?
Yeah, not enough of them though.
You
I
see
mean,
this-
go ahead.
no, I was just gonna say, you see this a lot on big cases. The police force don't know what the fuck they're doing.
Yeah.
It
But there's
happens a
always
lot.
like 1 to 3 really excellent investigators, detectives that are mowing through it. Unfortunately, the two we had in this case kept getting fucking like derailed or like roadblocked. No one would fucking listen to them. That's super aggravating to watch like good cops not be listened to. I'm not sure if we're gonna discuss. We are City of Angels eventually, right?
I'm down. Yeah,
Okay.
obvious. I'm watching it again with my mom, so sure.
Okay. Well, those guys, all those guys, they needed some over here because that was awesome. City of Angels.
Well,
City
yeah,
of Death,
that's a good.
Check that out.
Yeah, that's a good point. Like the LAPD, when what's his name? Who got assassinated? Kennedy. Robert Kennedy.
I was gonna say JFK. Yeah, one of the fucking Kennedys.
When Robert Kennedy got assassinated in LA, LAPD looked like a joke, and they had to put together their same thing. I mean, theirs wasn't a little girl who got killed. The whole world was focused on. I guess a president's
little
on par, but
white girl. That is a
little
big
white
deal.
girl. Yeah.
That's the major deal. Because I wouldn't give a shit if it was a brown chick. Like, it's just
Jesus Christ.
I'm just saying, like, no one really cares. That's not going to grab my eye. Like, oh, that sucks. But this one, oh shit, she was in pageants. She's blonde. What the fuck? How?
This was made for the media. This was like prime night. I mean,
all the tabloids love that shit, dude.
Yeah, because they got all the footage they had access was fucking all the tabloids, all the fucking pageant shit.
And that has to suck so fucking bad. Just buying groceries and being reminded, oh, I have a dead family member that I got to spend like 6 years with.
Getting accused, picking up the Daily Globe. Oh shit, they're accusing me.
Yeah. So,
and why am I fucking Bigfoot too?
I mean,
again.
Well, they should have stayed away from the window, but
actually, that would have been awesome.
That was just
World News, just to get yourself on Weekly World News, and it's like, yeah, you're banging Bigfoot.
Anyway. As a whole, Doc, though, I do love that they cover most of the theories. Like the first 2 episodes are like backstory. The third one is where I got more majority of like, I don't want to say new information, but like stuff that I wanted to see. Where my one, we're gonna talk about that later, but like the one I choose to believe, or I believe is most likely, they covered that, and I still can't remember the fucking name, but eventually, they cover like all the possible scenarios, and it's up to you to decide which one makes sense, because I don't think we're ever gonna fucking figure out exactly who did it, and that's why the cold case is still in the title. Like, we don't get
and that's kind of like the one thing that kind of sucks is like I didn't kind of realize like we didn't really.
You didn't know you were going to have an ending.
Yeah, and that sucked for me because I was like, fuck. I
unsolved mysteries.
But careful with Madeline McCann, because we still don't know. Oh, actually, there's
you know what they didn't bring up in this documentary? That what's his name? John Ramsey dated what was her name? Holloway's mom, Natalie Holloway's mom. Did you guys know? Yeah, they dated for a certain point before he married the wife he's with now. Like trauma bond, who else,
Well, this dude also had another dead daughter, which sucks. Like
yeah, dude,
having kids.
that's the part that hurt me. Was like I was like, fuck, dude, this guy's daughter already died in a fucking car accident. Now he's got to deal with this shit. Like, imagine losing 2 kids. Yeah. Like, that's fucked.
You know what I never realized? Has anyone accused him of like cutting the brakes of the other one? Like not doing it here because it's fucked up.
Jesus.
But like now there's maybe a pattern.
No, I think that's
I'm sure they looked in on that.
But here I'm gonna say I think that there's pretty compelling evidence that John Mark Carr, the teacher, that he did it. He knew certain things.
That's what I think too.
He confessed to it. Now, I mean, obviously that dude's a fucking monster.
Well, dude, he fucking fled. You know what I mean? He fled the country. I think that alone is like one of the fucking big things that like has me pointing fingers at him.
And they explained the whole like, well, this house was like a labyrinth. I'm like, well, it's big, but it's not a labyrinth. And if he was there for 5 hours or something, he said,
just hanging out at the bottom.
I could be in a mansion and get a basic idea of where everything is in 5 hours. It's not, that's not that impressive.
Well, especially when the parents were out of the house till 10 p.m.
Yeah. So I don't know. I lean towards that, and he knew that nickname, which I'm sorry.
For the grandmother, yes.
Yeah, there was some stuff that now again, there could be some way he might have figured it. I don't know, but their internet wasn't as big of a thing back then. It's unlikely that he would have known that. And I just think he's the most likely. I mean, there's
the DNA is the problem though. but they also bring it back to that.
They explain that though.
Yeah, no, that's
It
what I'm saying.
fucked
That's
up the
always-
DNA, dude.
Yeah.
Like that DNA was never gonna fucking match anything. I don't think.
Mhm. Yeah.
The fact that they held the DNA for so long too. Like these fucking cops are a fucking joke.
Yeah, they're fucking idiots, dude.
One of the worst crime scenes, like not like in like the murder thing, just to protect it.
Because
Yeah.
I know even
bad.
some people are like, oh well, yeah, he went and searched the house, found it at the bottom. Like the whole thing is like, yeah, but that's because the fucking dumb lady cops like, yeah, just go search the house.
But it's also weird, like you didn't check everywhere. But I guess finding a ransom note immediately
It is strange.
But you got to clear the house. That's the first thing these fucking
what the
Barney
cops
Fife
should
should be
have
doing.
did.
Yeah. It shouldn't be, hey, go look around, see if we missed anything. No, motherfucker, go do your fucking job.
Yeah.
Oh,
You know what?
And
Wasn't-
wasn't these people, that fucking woman cop, that fucking one that went on TV and claimed them all.
Yeah.
That fucking C word.
She's like that cop in fucking Strange Darling, dude.
Yeah. Exactly. Indie Phantom, wasn't the brother and mother serious suspects too? I wonder if Netflix will do a dramatization of their own, like Menendez brothers.
That would
I
be crazy,
doubt it,
dude.
just because they don't have a definitive answer.
Yeah. I think that's the thing. The
I don't
next,
think they can accuse her as an American monster.
the next monster is supposed to be Ed Gein, and then
Fuck,
fucking,
yeah. Have you seen the
and then
set photos?
and then fucking Gacy after, dude.
Oh, Gacy's after?
Well,
I didn't hear that.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay.
Watching this now, I mean, as far as the brother goes, like the brother's a little weird, but how could you not be a little weird?
You have two
like,
sisters
growing up?
and be accused.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's the pineapple, motherfucker. No.
he gave a strange interview, but the whole like snack theory, there was never really anything to that. I mean,
Pineapple's good, but
Pineapple's delicious. I'll fucking swing a light.
how did they know how did that even become a theory?
They found it in her digestive system, and there was a bowl on the counter.
Yeah,
Or it was
okay,
being
so
washed.
Of pineapple?
Yeah, cut up pineapple.
milk.
They're saying she took the brother's snack, so the brother
She probably did, little brat, but whatever.
But yeah, that's like not a whole lot to go on.
The fact that the brother's getting accused, like really, like that makes me sick.
I don't think there's enough there really, because I have
You
never
did.
looked this deep.
You
into the
did,
details.
Dan. You were like,
After that
you
interview,
were 100%.
yes. After that interview, yes. But I also
You were excited by it. I remember that. He's like,
that
giddy.
interview.
He's so did it. He's so did it. Look at his smile. That high pitch too.
That interview was pretty bad. But no, I think Carr, because I mean they had the other perverts that confessed, but Carr and the one that
But see, that's the thing, though.
self-deleted, but
With everything thrown out, all those people they cleared, they shouldn't be.
no, nobody should be
Not
cleared.
just him.
Yeah, nobody should be cleared. You know what this also reminded me of? What a fucking piece of shit Geraldo is.
oh my god, fuck that mustache, fuck. I cannot stand him, John Rivera, John Stossel, fuck those dudes. They look the same.
Oh yeah, Stossel's a piece of shit. But the
Don't get me started on John Walsh. You remember when he did
that mock trial where they convicted Patsy and like, holy shit, dude! Like you had nothing.
We did not give a fuck in the 90s. If people say that, but they don't get that. How little of a fuck we gave back then. Oh, Geraldo's out this fuck it.
Well, she lawyered up. It's like she's obviously guilty. It was just like such a snap thing. I guess we're all guilty of that, but
if I ever get accused, I'm lowering up immediately. I don't give a shit how it makes me look. I need someone that understands law jargon so I can communicate with the fucking judge or other people. Fuck that. I've seen enough crime shows.
Like, oh no, don't talk to these fucking cops. They're fucking
police. Unless you're reporting the problem, they are not your fucking friend. Do not trust them.
Well, no, that also might be the brown in you too, because yes,
it happens to white people too.
But they don't. Their first instinct is, let's call the police.
Well, they are there to help eventually, but yeah,
the good.
Yeah, I mean, again, I'd be curious to see like a counter doc, like, okay, where do some of these theories that you have come from? Because it does seem like watching this, there's not a whole lot to it. And you were just pulling stuff out of your ass to see what would stick. But
No, it sounds
I
like
mean,
a-
there's still
like a-
some weirdness because it's like,
But
I guess it's a big enough house, but you would think you would hear something. You know,
3 stories and they're super far.
No,
Nah.
yeah,
And then
3
they're,
stories.
they're at the 4th story, which is underneath the 3 stories. And
Yeah.
it's like there's a couple, like it's deep in there.
yeah. And I mean, again, I think the car guy is also, I mean, he's a monster, but he's intelligent, obviously. So I don't know, ballsy move, but I really think he did it.
The fact that there was also a similar crime not that long before, but the mom ended up like shooing him out.
Yeah, he was in the garage, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I have like
he was in their garage.
Yeah.
Car.
No, that was Ramsey.
Yeah, Carr was in the Ramsey's garage.
Randomly.
Someone else reported.
The maid reported it.
But yes, he was in the other one.
Yeah, the one I'm talking about is that other house, like that's like a couple of streets over. Someone broke in and tried to kidnap another chick, a little girl, who was also in the same pageants as John Bonet. So I'm like, I'm developing a new one. Like maybe it wasn't just one person. Like it could have been that the nomad guy. I forgot his fucking name, and the teacher. I don't know. Like the possibilities are still vast because again, we'd have nothing to really go with.
I'm jumbling some of them. The car, what was his connection? Except like he didn't personally know them. He was just like a guy in that orbit somehow.
He went to the pageants.
He wasn't the photographer though, right?
That fucking weirdo. No, he wasn't.
That's the dude that self-deleted like a year later, right?
Yeah, but he also had naked children up on his wall. Like that's not cool.
That's the thing. It's weird, and again, that's why I think these pageants are bad. It felt like there were like multiple like pervert pieces of shit in this orbit. And
whoever doesn't have a child participating and you show up and you're like you're
weird.
Non-employed. You have no reason to be there. Don't be there.
Yeah, I'm like kicking that person out. Like, who are you with? And if there's not a
I'm that fucking I ain't letting you fucking weirdos around my kid.
Yeah,
well, you're a good parent. You wouldn't let your kid do that.
And I'm not above beating a motherfucker up at fucking Chuck E. Cheese.
That sounds like that has happened, Todd.
Drown him in the ball pit.
Todd,
I don't give a fuck how good you think this shitty pizza is. You get the fuck out of here.
Ooh, I like their pizza. I like their breadsticks.
Okay, so Dan's the guy.
Take it to go then.
Dan, I'm kicking you the fuck out too.
Damn. But
you know what though, during the pandy they did have $5 pizzas. You can kill him, get it, and go out. I guess it was pretty cool.
There you go. So do you think we'll ever find out? You think we'll ever get an arrest in this, or is this one forever unsolvable?
I think if they were able to retest any of the DNA and get an actual reading, but I think it's too fucked at this point.
I think it's going the way of Zodiac and fucking Jack the Ripper. Well, we have ideas and suspects. They're narrowed down to like maybe under 10, but no, I don't think we're going to definitively.
Don't forget California's own Black Dahlia too. Another one.
Yeah, well, yeah, that too. There's 3 suspects. 3? The cop.
Car, the nomad.
Wrong one, Stan.
No, I was talking about Black Dahlia.
Oh, Dahlia, yeah. Well, Dahlia is not going to be solved. I mean,
well, that one dude wrote a book thinking his dad did, and it's very compelling. So that's one of the movies based on.
Yeah, that's a tough one. But so you don't think an arrest? It's that we're
no.
No.
I think we're too past. Oh,
Cleveland torso murderer not getting a mention. What the fuck? There it is.
That car dude is like overseas again somewhere too, which is like really kind of creepy. That dude is still out there.
That's wild. Yeah. Fucking wild.
Yeah. I mean, you're just like, that is like a person I could like see for like 2 minutes. And I'm like, oh yeah, let's arrest this guy.
There are some people that give off that vibe, and I'm like, I'm just not gonna trust them. Like I poke fun at.
Yeah, I might just immediately punch him in the face if he talked to my child.
Yeah, I mean,
there was a recent SVU episode, a Law and Order SVU episode that had that. One of the people was like, "You're staring at my kid a little too hard. Look away, get the fuck away. Like he
Well,
got.
we will not talk about the American Patriot at the phone booth, and we've all seen the video.
He goes to the Chuck E. Cheese and to just like enjoy the ambiance.
I'm gonna steal that.
That's that kind. That's that kind of guy. That's that kind.
I like the vibe.
He just orders a Coke and he wants one facing the skee ball machine. That's just that's him. So that's like my watching this. I'm just like he seems the most likely. The others didn't like the Nomad dude.
Question real quick. That one was like high on my list for a long time.
I think he was like a little too stupid. I don't know.
Yeah, but you can also just get lucky. Like he seemed like that type. Indie Phantom.
Well, the ransom note with the exact bonus and everything too.
Yeah, that's a good point. This is also leading to this was two guys instead of just the one. But so Indie Phantom. So was this doc very investigative? Like were they trying to go in there to really solve this shit?
No. Not really.
They're always trying to solve it. Yeah,
it was more debunking like all the shit that they threw
about the parents. Yeah.
Yeah. Although they go over the theories, I mean, so it's a really good doc. It's well worth watching. Again, I was younger when this happened, so I wasn't like deep diving. I wasn't on the internet. I just had the basic. I bought the bullshit.
JG Michael, we had a whole Kevin Bacon.
We reviewed it
episode. Yeah, we did. So we've seen it.
And was that on Radio Days? Is that like off in the limbo?
I don't remember if it was YouTube or not.
I don't think it was YouTube.
That means that's definitely one that's good.
Well, yeah, it's probably a little too risque now. If you want to go back and check that out,
I don't think that movie gets made today.
It should be made.
It's a good movie. I don't think that one gets made today. Not as a Hollywood film, but yeah. So
I guess I'm gonna ask
who
should play the parts in the big budget movie, but that might be a little too. That might be too butthurty.
Okay, I was like, who's the big little chick right now? I have no fucking clue.
Are we casting the John Benet?
I was joking. I think that might be bad. Unless you got.
Sydney Sweeney could play the sister.
I think Carr is played in his first like heavy villain role. Timothy Chalamet.
Like you fucking love that guy lately.
Yeah, no, he's not a bad actor.
I can see him as that. That fits him.
Yeah, that's like his like turn. Like I'm not gonna. That's
gonna be his Oscar-winning role.
Dude, I can't remember the actor's name, but the dad in The Orphan and one of the assholes in Boys Don't Cry.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Oh, yeah.
He could play the dad, like the young one.
Yeah.
Maybe we should do a Boys Don't Cry watch along on Patreon.
Oh my god. Okay.
I think Dan's gonna skip that one.
The sadness tournament. Just every movie what broke your soul more thoroughly.
We laughed all the way through Precious. I think we'll be okay.
Yeah, the fuck are you talking about?
But yeah, no, there's still a lot of weirdness to it because I mean, the murder was very savage too. So
really,
I'm not to run all that down, but that was like a pretty savage attack.
Not necessarily. I mean,
didn't take that much to take out.
Just fucking John Gacy. They just John Gacy'd them. Like
no, it was from the flashlight. The twist.
Yeah, but I think that. But again, when going with my theory, I think John Gacy'd her, was like, "Oh fuck, I fucked up," and then hit her in the head with the fucking thing.
Well, that's what he said that happened. So
that's what I think.
We're leaving the paintbrush alone.
I think the thing that makes this so brutal is that it was a child, because in standards of murder, it's not.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like in the crime scene
us.
wise, it doesn't look as crazy. What we're gonna? Yeah, I remember.
You were just starting to kind of get the details at this point because OJ. We're not far removed.
I know we had all the good trials back in my day. We had OJ, Menendez, John Bonet.
You were getting more of the details, I remember, and people were just really fucking mad. I remember back then, just everybody was like, "Man, I wouldn't get a lawyer. I would tell them whatever they wanted to know."
And all those people are fucking stupid.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Unfortunately.
Also, everyone says what they would do, thinking logically when you're not in a heightened scenario.
Dan does that shit all the time. He doesn't understand it. All the time. Why didn't they just do this? This seems like a perfect.
Exactly.
Well, yeah, 10 people are trying to kill you, Dan, so you might be a little off.
Exactly why I would survive in the woods, because I have been in that heightened state fucking multiple times.
You
fucking
train for it.
Yeah.
and you're never going to get it through his mongoloid skull. So
I have just challenged to the wood scenario.
So you
I will Rambo.
Yeah, but you don't.
I will Rambo. You hear this motherfucker? I will
Danbo First Blood. Danbo
he lives in his own world.
Blood. It's gonna happen.
Don't stress it.
It's gonna happen.
Imaginary Dan, imaginary land.
You were all fried.
Yeah, Dan's that motherfucker from South Park. Imagination.
Imaginary.
Imaginary.
Punisher Batman fan. Kruger is Outcast Extreme
Negative. The new company that's running out of the WrestlePlex, which is whatever Necro Butcher's running. I probably should know the fucking name of it, but I don't.
It's brand new, right?
Texas Star Wrestling? What is it? Texas?
Yeah, West Texas or some shit like that. But he's running out of the WrestlePlex every Friday now. So that's where you will see me whenever I do return to Amarillo.
So you're gonna get to wrestle in the building we've already seen?
It's the building that I wrestled Hillbilly and all my other OXW matches.
Oh, okay. So they're not in the bar anymore?
No. That's Bomb City. That's a different company. There's two companies in Amarillo.
Oh, so Necro just worked for Bomb City.
Yeah. And he helps out and he helps out and he uses it. But the company out of the WrestlePlex, that specifically is a new company that Necro Butcher's running. I don't know who he's running it with, but I'll be there probably in the next couple of months. I gotta take some fucking time off, but I will be there soon.
I want to see that Necro match.
Yeah, well, Necro just had fucking knee surgery. Leave the man alone.
Give him a couple weeks. Come on.
Yeah. Let him walk it off first.
Come on. He got staples out today. So by
which also is kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy to me that he got staples out today, because it took like a month and a half for me to get the staples out of my goddamn fucking knee for my ACL surgery.
He's different.
This is a fucking knee replacement. He's not human.
Yeah.
You know what made me think of Necro? And even if just for a one-off, WWE should book him to come out with the New Day and shame Big E. It's like, Big E, you fucking pussy.
I wrestled with a broken hip fucking for months. You vagina.
You didn't even get surgery on your neck.
I did kind of pop though that like all the workers are like, bitch, I fucking broke my neck. Fuck you, Biggie. Like on the like X or Twitter, whatever you want to call it. Yeah.
Fucking Kurt Angle's just doing that.
Yeah, Kurt Angle's like, I broke my neck and fucking didn't even quit. Like, I didn't even stop. I fucking broke my neck in a match with Brock Lesnar and then wrestled WrestleMania. Fuck you, Big E.
Big E, you piece of shit.
Should have just took some perks and you would have been fine.
Yeah.
That should just be,
he could have been perky.
That should just
now I want that.
Table.
Fucking Big E just hitting moonsaults and shit. It's just like,
all right.
That should be the story. Everybody just shames Big E each week. Like everybody just.
This is your fault, Dan.
It becomes a Tim White gimmick because everybody's just.
This is your fault. We're talking about fucking John Benet Ramsey's fucking goddamn murder case. Now we're on wrestling.
Before we check out a fucking John Benet's I gotta take a photo of my John Benet inspired lamp because Kruger, I know you haven't seen it, but I remember I sent Dan and Todd a photo. Shit. Anyway, I'll send it. It's fucked up. It's a little doll, plastic bag around the head, and has a rope around it. It's just the base of my lamp. I'm like, oh, this is pretty cool.
And this is why I love you, Pugs.
That's fucked up.
It is, but it's fucking great. And I did a whole thing where I wanted it to move, but it said he's better.
And now I'm not stabbing Pugs in the woods. I'm bringing them with me.
Thank you.
Doc-wise, do we recommend this one?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, it's very
Oh, yeah.
interesting.
Especially for somebody like me that had no clue what the fuck this was.
Yeah, you caught up fucking 3 hours or less.
Yeah, it was awesome. Like it gave me everything I wanted to know. The only thing that sucked, and again, it's just because I wasn't familiar with the case, was not having a conclusion. But with some of these docs, that's what happens. And yeah, this is a great one.
Yeah, I agree. It's well
Are we
worth
going to
it.
rate it? I mean, we all recommended it, but I mean, it's one of those. It's a doc. It's great. I'd be a 5 out of 5. It's just
I would give it 4 out of 5 only because I still would have liked a little more in depth for the counter arguments.
When it comes to documentary. When it comes to rating documentaries, I'm a little weird about them because I could just kind of rate docs as a whole, unless they're like about horror movies and stuff. But like as far as true crime docs go, I mean, I'm not going to put it in the upper echelon of stuff, but I'm about 3.5 out of 5. And like, again, if your family's into true crime and you need something to watch over the holidays, honestly, this wasn't a bad watch. I don't know if that just makes me weird that like during Christmas and fucking Thanksgiving, we like to watch movies about or fucking documentaries about murder, but that's kind of what my family does. So this serviced it perfectly for Thanksgiving, and I'm glad I watched it.
Very cool.
Yeah.
There you go. All right, everybody out there.
Are you two not going to give it a number?
I did.
Yeah.
We did.
What'd you give it?
I give
Pay
it 5.
attention, Tad. I gave it a 4.
Okay. I didn't. I toned you out for one, Stan.
That's all right. So, guys, we are going to be live, and my dog won't be barking. Right after
he
that
will.
for the last tournament on the left. It's been heating up, so it should be interesting. All of these are going to be live. Patreon.com/fleshwoundfeatures. So,
and I will be joining tonight. I fucking could not make the first night due to protest. I will explain on the show.
Okay. And I think that's everything. We do have a stacked show next week. I know we got Werewolves, Y2K, Getaway with Nick Frost, the Christopher Lee documentary.
Getaways this weekend? Fuck yeah.
And what did we just announce tonight, Dan?
The Man in the White Van. Yes. And Your Monster, finally, JG. We're going to do that. So it's a stacked show next week. So check that out.
I'm excited as fuck about werewolves.
I am too.
It looks like it's going to be fun.
Dude, everybody, all the articles I've been seeing with the fucking practical effects and stuff, they're like, it feels like aliens, which I'm like, okay, so like, I'm fucking totally in. And the practical effects look good. I like Frank Grillo. I think I'm going to have a great
Blue
time.
Diamond Phillips is also in it. So I'm excited about that. Yeah. All right, guys. We'll see you over on Patreon here in just a few minutes. Once again, patreon.com/fleshwoundfeatures. Last tournament on the left. Don't miss it.
Money's on the dresser.
Whatever you do, don't fall asleep.
I'll see you in Disneyland.